Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-doo. I've got a germ tail just for you. Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you will listen to me.
What do you get when a germ starts to spread?
Filling up minions with lies in their heads.
Spreading defamation all over the site.
Dodging the rules while avoiding the light.
He's untouchable.
Or so he thinks.
Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-doo.
I've got a germ tail just for you.
Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-dee.
If you are wise, you will listen to me.
What do you get for a suit gone to trash?
A judge who says, drop that ridiculous hash.
8 people sued just to make a new clip.
While the germ lets a dismissal slip. With prejudice!
Don't come back! Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-doo.
The germ is just making a sucker of you.
You will live in legal bliss.
Like a lawsuit that just got dismissed.
Hello?
What up? What up? What up?
Hello? Do you hear me?
I don't know. I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Thursday. Hello. For some of you.
Hello. I'm driving home, so.
Robbie just dropped off Scooter. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hello. What an evening this is going to be. We have a special guest here. And yeah, we do.
Well,
we have
I'm not
special
that, dude. I come on. I'm a normal person.
Well, I have a feeling. Well, it's quite possible that my cousin might end up showing up.
I think Kendra might.
I think she should.
I think she would. I think Kendra would love to.
I think Kendra would absolutely love to be here right now. Wow, that jumped. Everybody's coming in. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm guessing people want to hear something from me. Just going to say, not a shocker. Was waiting for it. And it's being taken care of. Just like I said yesterday. There was no warrant yesterday. The warrant arrived this morning, and my husband went and took care of it like he's supposed to, like we said he was going to do. But I do want to thank all of you guys for messaging me, emailing me, and with all your thoughts and prayers. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll give you updates here and there, but right now we're in a waiting mode, and that's fine. Gabe is okay. Thank you. And I've talked to him several times, and we now just have to wait. So stalkerazzis, have fun. But we're giddy over here. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to get into hearing about this. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I really don't need to say much. It's actually nobody's business. But what I find is amazing is someone is using. I think my husband made some kind of national news. You think that's what happened today, right? Are you crazy? It's not even his channel. Anyway, but no, Fox News.
TMZ has it on there.
Right. But what's funny is last night when we were live, some of you know I was getting messaged. I will, Joy. Thank you so much. I was getting a message about a weed that I pulled a long time ago. And now that, Gabe's thing has come out, she thinks she's going to use it to distract from the fact that she is actually the drug addict, not my husband. Okay? There's a difference between, something once or twice in 2 years to a lifetime of it. Okay. And what I heard, I only heard half of this, but I wasn't the only one who heard it. Quite a few other people did. And then someone posted it all over the place. So we are going to be addressing it with a special guest who I know is going to irritate the shit out of the penguin. Here we go. Everybody, welcome, Sweet Cheeks! Sweet Cheeks on the
What's
What
up,
is
Sweet
that?
Cheeks?
everyone. Yeah, the
Yeah.
penguin can waddle right back into her closet where her crack pipes fall out of.
Oh no, but she doesn't stay on camera. She only goes on
Yeah.
camera to do things. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me right
well, we know that's not the truth, don't we, Lisa?
Here, wait.
Oh, definitely.
What's this, Lisa? Kimmy, wake up! Did you get that?
Kimmy,
Kimmy!
Kimmy,
Kimmy!
wake up! Wake up, Kimmy!
Are you there?
Wake up. Kimmy,
Are
you
you
there?
Oh shit! Kimmy nodded off again.
Yep. Kimmy is
She
out
said-
cold.
So I'm going to start off with the stuff that I heard from the beginning, okay? We're going to talk about everything she said, guys, but I didn't watch the last of it. But Sweet Cheeks did, and so she's got new notes for all of us, okay?
Oh, yeah, I took a page out of Two Leaves' playbook and took notes to make sure I get all the details correct and in order, especially since Kimmy jumped all over the place throughout her little live while she did nothing but trash people over and over again.
Yeah. Well, she claims that she's got this disease, and that's why she's on it. That's
What
not
disease?
a disease.
What disease does she have?
It's something called RDS. I think what
RDS.
she did was
Let's look up RDS. Is methadone a treatment for RDS?
it actually
No!
is. It actually yes, no. It actually is.
It is. I looked it up. It is.
It is a treatment for RDS, but I think what she did was she researched and found a treatment, disease that needed it. Because let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with this girl. The only problem with this girl is she waddles like a penguin. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing wrong with her.
Anyone who would take methadone is a jackass.
I understand that they do give it for certain things. One thing they do give it to people for is to come off of opiates, right?
Which it doesn't help. It helps you get off opiates, but it replaces the opiate.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
then you're stuck on methadone. Okay,
Yep.
and you have to somehow get off the methadone. So one thing I can tell you is when my husband didn't want her to smoke his pot, she lost her shit. Okay, and wanted to go to the hood because she
Oh,
wanted.
but according to her, she only smokes every once in a while. It's a very
Oh my
rare
God.
thing.
Oh my
smokes what
God.
pot?
Yeah. She
Once in a while,
very
what,
willingly
once every
smokes
10
pot.
minutes?
Yeah,
Do you know
exactly.
that the only pictures I have of her on my patio is her smoking a pipe?
Yep.
Okay, this chick is.
I know that every time I was on a call with her and her video camera was on, she had a weed pipe sitting right in front of her or in her hand, actively smoking it.
Absolutely, 100%. And she also has all these burn marks all over her neck and her chest because she nods out.
Because
and
she nods off with it in her hand.
hanging out of her mouth onto her chest. Yeah, and the
Yep.
holes in her skirt. Yeah. Let me tell you something. This chick smokes so much pot like all day long, constantly. Okay.
Hey, wait, Lisa,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. There's somebody at the base of my window. I got to drop the rope down to get my weed.
Are you sure it's not DoorDash, Robbie?
Oh my
It was
God,
Door-
that is hilarious! I can't believe she even said that.
Yes.
DoorDash wasn't even around back
Yeah,
then.
I mean, what was the first one? Was it Instacart that was first? I know which was the first one that came out. Instacart. Yeah, and then we're talking 2-3 o'clock in the morning, guys. We're talking
Right.
after my live. Okay, I would end my live at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where?
She's on the same
Yeah.
coast as me.
Okay.
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You think DoorDash is just showing up at our house?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
definitely not.
Wait, Lisa, I
Yeah.
got to pull over to this hotel. I know the owner. He'll give me a room for an hour.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
Yep.
That's one of the things
That was
made me
another
think
thing that she used to tell me about all the time is that
Yeah.
because the guy she was messing with couldn't come to her home because mommy didn't like the color of
Yes,
his skin.
yes,
She
that's
would have
exactly
to
right.
go to
Yep.
the motel down the road
Yep.
by the hour.
And
But
her old best friend's parents owned it. And I
Yep.
said to her, I'm like, and she told us, we were backstage, she's telling us this. Mr. Wilson was even there backstage with us. And
Yeah.
Kelly's going, hold on a second. I have questions. So, and
she
that's one of
used
the
to
times she did
sneak him
that.
in the house too.
Yeah, she did. She snuck him in the house.
She would sneak him in the house and sleep with him on the living room floor and hope and pray she didn't wake mommy up.
Yep, yep. I forgot all about that. But yeah, and I remember saying to her that about that one trip she was going, because we were talking to her when she was on her way to the hotel. And I said,
Yep.
why would you let your best friend's parents know you're renting a room for an hour?
Right?
Why would you, like, don't you have any fucking kind of respect for yourself there?
Oh,
You
she
know,
had no self-respect at all. None. That's why she
You would
sold
get
her
phone
boob.
calls from people saying this guy wants to, he says he'll give me $50 if I go hang out with him for a few minutes. I said, and what does he want you to do with that? I can't believe he asked me that. I'm like, what would make him think he can ask you that, Kimmy? Yeah.
Right.
I was
But I
like,
mean, Lisa,
you
think about
obviously-
it. She was selling her boobs. She was
Well, she was doing that.
flashing men on camera for money.
Yep. Harry dog.
And they were nasty mofos, let me just say.
Yep. So I'm going to start with, I mean, we've already started because we're just remembering that's the shit that she said. It's like bullshit. But, so, all right. Kimmy has said, I'm going to have my truth. Well, first off, she already had her truth once before, okay? She's just pissed off that the minions are now bringing her in because she's the one talking in the chats, right? And
Yep.
now, so I've addressed her again. So, but Kimmy loves the attention, okay? She was the mod in here, Connie. She loved the attention. She wanted all of the attention on her, all right? So I'm letting everybody know she's already pulled this shit once before. Now, when I got rid of her, I said nothing for 6 months. Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. And Robbie told me not to. Same thing he did about Jeremy when Jeremy started shit with the Hoarder House. Robbie said the same exact thing. And Robbie said, Lisa, she's going to throw herself under the bus. And sure enough, she did. And I waited because I know how Kimmy talks about everybody. And I told Kimmy, I'll even show you my screenshot of this. I told Kimmy, if I find out that you're talking about me the same fucking way that you talking to me about everybody else, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to fucking tell the truth about you. Okay? So, and I left it alone. And 6 months later, people started coming to me in my chat telling me shit. And then I went to Robbie and I said, see? I told you. So Robbie ended up speaking to somebody, and this one person made Robbie know for sure that it was Kimmy talking shit, and that's when Robbie was done. Okay.
Yeah.
We ended up looking up her background, and she does have criminal shit in her background, so she's a fucking liar.
A lot.
Okay. A lot of it. She's a liar. Okay.
She said that she had one thing in her background and it was 20 years ago and she was young and stupid.
Oh,
That's
so
a
like
lie.
a young one thing, really? Forging
Right.
documents, there's all kinds of theft. I mean, come on. We didn't see it until all this happened. Okay, because we weren't looking. She wants to talk about trusting people. We weren't looking. you know?
Right.
What happened was she was dissing people backstage, behind the scenes, the whole 9 yards. She did it to you, sweet cheeks. She did it to
I
you.
know she did. She
Okay?
did.
And she blamed Sweet Cheeks for something. And I approached Sweet Cheeks, and all Sweet Cheeks was saying was, you need to talk to Kimmy. You need to talk to Kimmy. You
I
know?
said, that's not the truth. That's lies, and you need to talk to Kimmy.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, but Kimmy was on my panel at the time, and honestly, at the time, I had no reason to disbelieve her, but actually, I
Yep.
did. Okay, so I did have reason to disbelieve her, but I didn't at that time. So, Sweet Cheeks was a mod for me, and I removed Sweet Cheeks as a mod. Okay, because of this.
Yep.
Right, and so I'm not sure how long later it was, but when I realized Kimmy had lied and said the same shit to somebody else that came to me and she blamed Sweet Cheeks for, that's when I realized, hold up. There's no way that she could say the same shit. Like this person can come to me with the same exact stuff that Kimmy and stating Kimmy told her this that came up with Sweet Cheeks. So I immediately emailed Sweet Cheeks and I apologized to her. Okay, and then like a week or so later, when I saw you actually were in the chat, I made you a mod again. And I remember you saying that you were surprised I even apologized for that or whatever. And then Sweet Cheeks came to my house. So I mean, we're all giddy, but it happened. And it was all because of Kimmy. And I can still say to this day that Sweet Cheeks never told me the whole truth until she came to my house and met me. Even though I had her as my
Because
back,
that way I could look you in the face directly in your eyes and tell you the truth, and you would know it was the truth.
yeah,
Because you had been told so much bullshit that I knew you likely would have a chance of not believing me if we just talked in email or over the phone.
yeah. So, all right, I'm going to start with what she started with. So, first she said that she had no ill will or ever did towards Tulies.
Oh,
Really?
that made me laugh.
I'm like, really? So you have no ill will, but yet you're going to sit here spewing your bullshit all night long? Okay.
Right.
Okay. And you know what? Hey, she's allowed to. And hey, if the truth came out about me the way I put the truth out about her, I would probably have ill will too, right? But the truth is the truth. You want to lie to people for months, telling people you created my channel, you came up with ideas for this, you came up with it. Bitch, my channel was here before I ever met you. I met you in 2022. My channel started in 2017. Where the hell you get off saying this crap?
Yeah, no kidding.
She was just lying to everybody. And I'm the one who built her channel. Me and Robbie and Kendra built her channel.
Absolutely.
Okay, we designed it. We helped her with it. We brought people over there. Okay, we went on her panel with her. Okay, and until I realized one night she brought like 6 people on the panel, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hold up, because she was doing a game night too. I'm like, she's completely copying me while I'm participating. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore, and we just totally stopped. And that was the end of it. Okay. And I didn't go on the channel anymore. And what happened was I got tired of all the lies and the bullshit. And so I'm going to stop right there because I'm getting off track with what she said. So, anyway, so she said she was telling her truth, and I'm sitting here going, no one gives a shit because first of all, you're irrelevant. She said that when she first met me, houses fell through. Huh? What houses? What was she talking about? Yeah, houses fell through. Like I had a house I was going to buy or something, and it fell through. That's an absolute lie. I came to the Villages.
What the fuck?
And I stayed. I did stay at a hotel for what, 2 weeks before we found the place.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. We found the place. I'm sitting in the place we found right now. Just so y'all know. Okay.
Right.
I'm sitting in the place we found right now. Okay. Let's see. She said, she said the truth is Lisa did buy me a plane ticket to Florida, and I had a great time. We had a great time there. We had a great time at Robbie's. And I said, well, she said, I'm very grateful for that. And I'm thinking, okay, Lisa bought me a plane ticket. Are you kidding me right now? I put gas in her car to get to the airport. I paid for the ticket. She got here. I bought
Paid for her parking at the airport.
I'm parking at
Yep.
the airport. I paid for her
Paid for
ride
her
from the
food.
airport.
Her clothes, her
Yep. Yep.
Everything.
for her
Everything.
and her son.
Activities for her son,
Oh my God!
amusement
You have no
park.
idea how
We
much
tried to tell her, Kimmy, move down here, get clean, and you can make it work.
Yeah, but she
Yep.
wanted to move in my house. That was never fucking happening.
No.
Right.
That was never fucking happening. So yeah, okay. Do you think after a 3-week stay where me and my husband say oh, never again, that we're gonna ask her to move in? That I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. I'm going ahead of myself here. I had to take a drink. Sorry. All right. So let's see. So yeah, we spent a lot of money on her and her son. When she came here, and I realized, okay, she's a lot larger than I thought. We had to get a rent a car because we only had one seat in the truck. It was not happening. Okay.
Right.
So I had been renting a car the entire time she was here. Okay. She mentioned something about me not driving because I'm afraid to drive over bridges. Excuse me,
But
what?
see, hold on a second here, Lisa. Before that, I don't know if you caught this, but I literally wrote it down word for word and quotes before she started talking about the car and the car being in Daytona and you couldn't drive over a bridge. Okay, she says right
I live
before
in
she gets into the bad mouthing everybody, she says, and this is a quote, but now to tell the lies and fill in the blanks.
Really? Okay, well,
That's
I'm not.
exactly what she said on her live. And then she
Okay.
starts to go in to her bullshit lies.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. All right, let me go back to where I was. She said that Gabe and Lisa bicker. Yeah, we do. It's actually kind of fun. You know, the Bickersons. Yeah, most married couples do bicker. You know,
Absolutely.
bicker. In fact, my parents were nicknamed the Bickersons. There used to be an old.
No shit.
Yeah, there used to be an old show called The Bickersons, and my parents are called the Bickersons. And Gabe and I are like my parents, believe it or not. But it's fun. It's all kind of like in a good fun. You guys hear us bickering. That's
I'm
when
a
you hear
Farco
us
family.
and you guys laugh at us.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. We're bickering. You've heard us. It's not a thing. Okay. And okay. So then she started. She said that when she first got here, Gabe told her he was clean for 10 months.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, what? I'm like, first of all, my husband, okay, look, my husband is a bad boy. When I met him, he was a bad boy, okay? And we told you guys, you know, like for the first year, there was a lot of changing going on, especially for Gabe, because I don't deal with that. Like, I'll deal with it with friends or something like that because, you know, I care about my friends and stuff, right? But that's not in my bed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't bring that to my personal, you know what I mean? And so there was a lot of changing that went on, a lot of things that happened. But that was during the first year of us being together. I've been with Gabe 20 years. Okay. So, no, my husband was not only sober for 10 months. If that was the case, there's no way in hell we would have been over here in the villages. I can tell you that right now.
Right.
Kimmy's a fucking liar. Okay, I'm probably going to say that about 1,000 times during this entire show. But that totally did not happen. And I said to Gabe this morning, I'm like, Kimmy is saying that you did this. And he goes, what the fuck? I said, yeah. Because that chick is so delusional, it's not even funny. So, anyway. So, what happened was she showed herself when we met her. Okay? And she said that I couldn't drive. That's where she said I couldn't drive over a bridge. And then she said a car in Daytona. And I'm like, first of all, I gave my car back. Okay, I had a car that was new. It was 2015, I believe, at the time. It was a Kia Sorento, okay? And we were moving over here, and I had a truck, and I had a Kia Sorento, okay? The Kia Sorento was on recall, okay? There were a lot of problems with the Kias back then, and one of the main recalls was the engine. When my mother passed away, and we drove this car up to New York, okay? we had so many problems with this car, and it turned out to be the engine, right? So I actually had to rent a car to come back from New York after my mother died, and put my car on a tow truck, okay, and have it shipped back down here to the dealer. Eventually, they did put a new engine in, but nothing was ever right again with the damn car. Okay, so now we're in a house that I was planning on selling, which COVID basically took out of me because the lot people, because we paid lot rent there, right? Oh, didn't she say this was a shed in the back of somebody's house?
Oh, yeah, that's a little down the road where she brings that up, that when you lived in Daytona, you were living in a shed in some dude's backyard that Gabe had done work for, and you guys hadn't
Oh
even
my
known him a
God.
month.
This woman, this she's not even a woman, man. This chick is insane. I own my own home. Okay, if they want to go back and look at the fucking eviction, it proves it. Okay, I owned my own house. Okay, we paid lot rent. I don't know what the fuck she's even talking about.
But
Okay?
you've been evicted from every home you lived in. Don't you know that, Lisa?
That's actually not true. That is not true. But I do have eviction. I do, but some of them aren't even mine.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there, you know. But I've never denied any of it. But I've actually explained what some of them are. You know, I had a lease on a place that I had to go on tour. I couldn't complete the lease. Well, they were a corporate company, and they have to evict me technically. You know, and that's what they did. And so there was one there. The other one I rented it, and because I knew I would probably
wait a minute, Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa, it's awfully funny how people can dig that up, but they never found a car repo in your stuff.
No.
Right.
No. Now, when somebody mentioned repo before, I said, yeah, I gave my car back. Okay. So back to the car. So what I did was, I don't know where the fuck this bridge shit comes from. Okay. I really don't. But, yeah. What? So, yeah, bridge. They actually did build one, a little one, yeah, in the middle, but going halfway across. But that had nothing to do with any of it. Okay, so why would I keep my truck and not my car just because I'm afraid to go over bridges?
Yeah, exactly.
I have driven to and from New York to California. I can't tell you how many times, and the amount of times I've driven to and from Florida from New York is insane. You're going to tell me I'm afraid to drive over a bridge? Leaving New York, I have to go over the fucking. Are you serious right now? You know how many bridges? The Goethals Bridge. You know how many bridges I have to fucking take? Okay, and then the Delaware Memorial Bridge, and then we got the Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me right now? This woman's out of her fucking mind. Okay,
she has no common sense.
No, none whatsoever. So anyway, no. Okay. Anyway, what I did was when we were moving, I got rid of my car because Gabe could use the truck. The car is like I was still paying a little bit off, I guess, but I needed to get a new car, and that's what I wanted to do was get a new car. All right. So I turned around and I said, this isn't worth this right now. I turned around and said, take this back because I was also Kia had a complete recall on the car at that point, my car, after everything that was wrong with it. And I just said, take it back. Okay. I did not have to pay anything else on that car that I had. In fact, I got money back from it. So you want to call that a repo? It's not a repo. And it was never on my credit report. I have a very good credit report, by the way. So I don't know where she got all this shit. It was never a repo. Never. I gave my car back because I no longer wanted it. And we were coming and moving out of the area. Okay. So that's it. My stuff was put in storage. We came over here till we could find a place. And that's pretty much it as far as coming here. Robbie knows that. We were at a hotel. We even talked about that the other night because remember I said I didn't see the truck stop behind it? Yeah. That's where we stayed. And we stayed there for like 2 or 3 weeks. We found this place. We asked them if, because we were going to rent, and we asked them if they would rent it full time, and they agreed to do that, but they already had somebody that was contracted to be here from January to March of the coming year. So we stayed here until January. We moved into another place for 3 months, which she said that I signed the year lease fully knowing that I was going to leave in 3 months. That's not true.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where she's getting this info from. Yeah, where was she? She came here for 3 weeks in July, and that was it. That's all she saw. Okay, that's all she saw. All right. So when we moved over to the other house, we were there, and it was about the beginning. I think it was the beginning of February. That's when I had it with Kimmy. Right. Shadow started talking to Kimmy, and Shadow was on the phone with Kimmy basically as much as I was, and I was like, "Oh my God, thank God." Thank God, because Shadow took over what I was doing. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I can pull myself out of this. Okay. And Shadow said something to me, and it was something that came from Kimmy. And I was like, really? I'm like, okay, I'm done now. Now I'm done. And I remember telling Robbie that because she was on my panel. I'm like, so I'm going to do this in a way that it's just going to be nipped in the bud. And I told Kimmy, I'm not dealing with you no more. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. Okay, because trust me, Kimmy has her own shit. Okay, and I'm not dealing with it anymore. I don't want to hear any more about it. I mean, I was very blunt and I cut her off immediately. Right, and she freaked out about that. She couldn't believe it. Blah blah blah. And she kept trying to come back at me, saying that she feels a certain way. She's intimidated by me. I said, well, then that's your problem if you're intimidated by me. I never told you, I'm going to do anything. I don't know why you would feel intimidated by me. She's upset because she says the word idea. She says idea, and we cracked about it. Okay, that's one of the things that she would get pissed off about. Idea.
And Pacific.
Oh, and Pacific.
Yeah,
my husband does the same thing with the word specific.
Wait a minute, the both of them?
Huh?
I have the same issue.
Yeah, she has the same issue.
I do.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Connecticut.
There you go. So but not everybody's like that.
Yes.
See, that's just a funny thing.
Yes.
That you're both from Connecticut and you both
Yes.
talk like that.
Yes.
Okay? But there's a squat pump.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can't even say popsicle right, but I try.
A lot of people have a problem with the word specific. It's not just,
Man.
Gabe does. And I would always say it right. And he'd always say, and to me, it's funny. I would play with him. Because I'm like,
Hey,
no,
I bet you Squat Pump can say Marquise right.
Do we have to bring that person up?
Oh
or
my God.
whatever? No.
There's Helen. Say hi to Helen.
Helen!
Helen!
Hi.
Hi, everybody in the chat.
Hello, everybody. I'm driving, so I can't see the chat.
Hello, everyone. So let's go here. So, so that was over a bridge.
Yeah.
She said something about her son heard it. Oh, okay. So this is where the repo story came from. She says we were at the pool and her son overheard me telling somebody about the repo. And so she asked me about it, and because I lied to her about my car or something. A complete stranger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's not Lisa.
hold on. Wait a minute. We were at the pool. What?
Yeah.
Hold on. First of all, when we were at the pool, there was a bunch of little kids in there that he was playing with. Okay? There was no adults. Like, who am I going to tell somebody something about my car? What? It was a bunch of bullshit. She's lying through her teeth. Completely falsifying everything she's saying. My God. Everything.
She has lied through her teeth for years.
Yeah. See, I says here, she's full of shit. This is in my notes. She is so full of shit. Then she said that Gabe left me because I was not pulling my weight. And wait, I was not pulling my weight. I got like, you see all this? Look at this.
You were spending too much time online all night and you weren't pulling your weight, so he left you.
That's hilarious. Gabe did not do that. Okay. Hold on. Gabe said I was not pulling my weight and left me. And I'm afraid of losing the place I was staying in. And I'm literally going, are you insane? I couldn't believe all the shit she was saying. We moved for 3 months to a different place. which I just was saying. The place we were in already had a 3 million. Okay. There's a snowbird. Signed the lease for a year later. Chat. I'm like a question mark. What? So it's everything I just said. Sorry, guys, if I'm going around. I'm looking at the notes, but see what happens is I'll be talking with you guys and I'll start talking about it and skipping the notes that I wrote. So I'm going back to it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry about that. I was spending, and she also said I was spending money on things. First of all, I don't really spend money on myself, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman's imagination as well. So finally, went back to the other place, and Gabe still hadn't come back. Meanwhile,
Yep.
He never left, And Kim was here the day because you helped us move. Squat Pump was here the same day, helped us move. I mean, this was a thing. It was. Kimmy wasn't even around. I moved back into this house that April. I told Kimmy basically to fuck off in February. Kimmy knows nothing about my moving back here or anything or who was where or none of it. None of it.
Absolutely nothing.
You came down here. Was Gabe here?
When I came down here? Yeah.
I mean, like, where did she even get this shit from?
I was there every single day that I was down here almost.
Yeah. It was Gabe here.
Absolutely. Every day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't get where she's spinning this shit. So let's see. The place Gabe. So here's why I said: 1, Gabe never left me. 2, I moved from January to March. 3, I never spoke to her again from February. I never spoke to her again. Okay, so those are the notes I took at that point. So then there was more. Oh, look, this is 1,000% bullshit. She says I allowed him to come back in. She said that I told her and my cousin, and I'm like, oh, now she's gonna bring Kendra into this. Kendra can't stand her. She never could. Okay. She kept trying to get me to have an issue with Kendra, and I told Kimmy over and over and over again because she wanted it to be me and her on the panel, not Kendra. Okay.
Right.
I told her, I said, look, this is mine and my cousin's channel. I'm like, it doesn't matter what you say, this is not gonna happen, Kimmy. It's not gonna happen. I will never turn my back on my cousin for whatever reason, whatever you think. Oh, I know. It's not my place. It's not my place. That's what she would always say, right? But she would always try to start.
Which is exactly why she started the bullshit with me and Kendra, saying that I was calling her a drunk.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. She was saying that.
When it was her saying that all along.
Yeah. And meanwhile, it was all, what was it? One night? It was Halloween, I think it was.
It was Halloween, yeah.
Yeah. Kendra had a drink or whatever, and she was talking about it or something. Okay, and?
It's like a lot of these people, they get on my nerves because they're so high and mighty.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid you have a drink.
Right.
You smoke a joint.
Right. Meanwhile, half the chat does. Right.
But it's
I don't.
I'm a 66-year-old freaking woman.
Yeah.
If I want to have a drink, I will. If I want to smoke, I will.
Right.
And who are they to judge me?
Exactly.
They don't pay my bills. They don't live in my house. They don't take care of me.
Right.
Kiss my ass.
Exactly.
Agreed, Kim.
Exactly. All right. So, so
low life trash.
Yeah, and Kendra knew all about Kimmy from the get-go. Kendra's almost intuitive, you know what I mean? Kendra knew it, she felt that something was not right. But because of me, she gave Kimmy the benefit of the doubt, and she even tried to help Kimmy with some of the crafting stuff she was gonna do. Okay?
Which, let's be honest, her crafts look like a 12-year-old did them.
Exactly.
All except, and I'll give her this because I tried to encourage her.
Yes.
And it went in one ear and out the other, and I tried several times. She had made clay Christmas ornaments for somebody from the chats. They were really, really good. Very good. And I kept telling her that she needed to do those and to a bulk of them and tried to sell those.
Right.
Because they would sell. They were exceptional.
Yeah.
But no, she was doing all this other second grade stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, I tried.
But she was saying that I was getting pissed off because Kendra would sell too little or too less or so. I don't know. But the funny part about it is when Kendra was live, I would be on there, and when Kendra would say how much she was charging for her stuff, I would be like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Because Kendra gave deals. She gave deals the same way when I do something really cheap. Robbie turns around and it'll be like, "Oh my god, you know, like the same exact thing." We lost Robbie.
I have to tell you something. Your house smells outstanding.
Well, thank you
You're welcome.
so much for the toxicity in my house.
Right.
You know, because everybody thinks I live in trash. But okay, I actually live in a really nice house. So,
Oh, but at least you have your house, Lisa. Like, she's mooching off mommy and has been for years living with mommy. She
Yeah.
doesn't know what it means to be an adult and have her own place.
absolutely not. And her mother takes care of her child. And she keeps saying that I'm mentioning her child. I'm sorry, but she's the one mentioning her child. She's the one who brought up, she had her child do this lying petition thing saying that I never sent him money, that I did send
Right.
him. And I proved I sent it. And she had him 4 years later. Literally, is it 4 years? Yeah, we're in 2026. It's 4 years now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 15. I don't know how it is. He's definitely 13 or 15 or something, somewhere in between there now. He was 9 when he came here. Yeah. So, you know, and then she said he never cried to me. That's bullshit. He was on my porch crying. Okay. The first day she got here, her brother's screaming at her on the phone. Screaming at her. How dare you go down there? You owe me money for the car that he bought her. And this is her twin brother.
Yep.
When she was stealing his stuff.
Yes. Oh, that's another thing she was doing. So when do you guys remember if you ever saw her live? She one of her lives anyway. She was selling knives, and she says she had it down in her basement. Those are her brother's knives. She was selling her brother's stuff that he had stored at her mother's house. Okay, that's what she was doing, so she could make money. Okay, then she found Temu. And she started selling crystals off of Temu. But she would get all pissed off because Kendra and I had the crystals. And, you know, we were selling them and we went first. She would get mad. I'm like, Kimmy, this is my channel. I'm giving you an opportunity to sell stuff. Maybe you shouldn't sell crystals. You know, if you can't do better than what Kendra and I are doing as far as deals go, do other stuff. So she was doing other things. Kendra showed a bracelet. She had a bracelet she wanted to sell. She would get all pissed off. Right? It's like, oh my God. You know, I mean, that's the shit that we were dealing with. Totally dealing with it. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. Because that's going to get removed too.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's see. So there was none of the only truth. Oh, so she said that there was, okay, so I'm sitting there going, there's no relapse, there was no 10th month, nothing. There was none of this. The only truth spoken by this dumb bitch is that I paid her way here and back, and honey, it wasn't just a ticket. This is me taking notes, right?
Yeah.
I said, she is crazier than I ever thought. With all the stuff she was saying yesterday, she is absolutely crazier.
She did pay you one compliment. I don't know if you listened.
She paid me one compliment?
In reference to your crystals.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
basically said that they were quality and this, that, and the other, but she knew where you were getting them from. She saw your invoices.
She did not see my invoices.
When she went into how basically what she was saying, you were overcharging people because it wasn't paid for them.
She is so full of fucking shit. She is so full of shit. She's never seen my invoices. Nobody has seen my invoices.
She has no clue on how business actually works. When you go to a lot of places, try a jewelry store, 300% markup.
Yeah, I barely
No.
double my stuff. So it all depends on what it is.
Exactly.
Okay, it all depends on what it is. But no, absolutely not. This woman has never ever seen any of my invoices. Okay, her and I hung out on my patio. She was never by my computer, Nothing. No crystals came while she was here, I don't think. I don't remember any. So no shipments came here. So I don't know what she's fucking talking about. And no, I didn't get that far into it because I got to the point where she said the thing about the crack pipe in the closet. That's as far as I got. Okay. So let's see. She's telling her dry bullshit. This is her issue. She had a car. Yeah, she had a car with her brother, who called the first day she got here. Her brother thought Gabe and I were dealers. Why would he think that? I had to say, whoa. You're talking to someone who doesn't do drugs and never did. Okay. I literally had to yell that out to this guy because he was going at her hard. And I thought, wow, you don't fucking do that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that in front of people that you don't know or try to embarrass her that way or whatever. I mean, it was unreal what was going on.
Something with her that makes him do that.
Yeah, well, he's always helping her, and this is her twin brother. He's always helping her, and he helped her with this car. She owes him money, and he's finding out that she just got this trip to take with her son to Florida. How the fuck was she doing that when she's telling him she can't pay him for the car, right?
Yeah.
So I had to literally step up and say, I got her here. I paid for everything. I'm the one who did that. I bought her a ticket. I paid for her parking. I got her here. Okay? And he finally like shut up and calmed down. But you really had to hear how this whole thing went on. I mean, it was crazy. And I'll tell you what, if you ever heard Kimmy yelling at her mother, her brother was yelling at her just the same.
Yeah, it runs in the family for sure.
Yeah. So let's see. So that was her brother. Okay, the other thing that she did, Shadow, this car broke down, right? Shadow had sent me money because Kimmy didn't have a PayPal, all right? So Shadow sent me money to send it to Kimmy buy car parts for her car, right? This story went on for weeks. The guy who was going to fix her car, which is the guy she also went to the hotel with, by the way, he had the part in his car. So when he went to work, because he was, I guess, doing it when he wasn't working, when he went to work, the part was always in his car, and she couldn't get it, so she ended up getting into a fight with him, and all this drama about where this part was that she paid for with the money Shadow gave her, right? Well, the car never got fixed at that point. I mean, it was months, right? After I had told Kimmy to fuck off, and about a year after that, Robbie calls me up, and he says something to me. He goes, look, I got to ask you something. I said, what? He goes, did you ever send Kimmy the money that Shadow gave you for her car? And I'm like, yeah, why? Kimmy was denying that she ever got that money. And Shadow would never ask me. Shadow would never say something to me like that. But she
listened to her voice last night. She would not have sound.
Oh, of course. She never is. She never was. And if that's the case, that's exactly how she sounded last night. Which means she's still doing the same shit she was doing 4 years ago. Okay? So, no. So Robbie had called me and asked me about, this Shadow thing. And I said, you fucking kidding me right now? So I went through my phone because I knew I sent her Cash App. I always sent her money via Cash App. Okay? Yeah. And I went through my phone and I found it. I found the Cash App I sent her for Eric that Eric's claiming, even on this video with the change.org bullshit that came out a year ago. I found the Cash App that I sent for, and it says it's for Eric. Okay? So basically she spent that money and never told Eric that I sent it.
And she says that she has the Cash App receipts and not a single one of them say money for Eric.
Hold on.
That you never paid. And I know that's a lie.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get it. I got it right here. Kimmy's an idiot.
I think I saw those too.
Yeah, Kimmy's an absolute idiot. I have it right here. And you know what's funny? It's under drama and then Kimmy the Mize.
Yeah, I was gonna say that ain't me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Drama. Kimmy Penguin. Sorry, it says Kimmy Penguin. Let's see. Where are those characters? Robbie's back. Hold on. I'm going to show you.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
Robbie.
Hello, sweet cheeks. So when I pulled in, I lost signal.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, let's see. Is this it? Oh, I'll just show this anyway. Who cares? I gave her money for gas. I gave her money for cigarettes. I gave her money just cause. Hold on.
Oh, she
What
was
was I
trying to
thinking?
get me to buy her cigarettes in Missouri and ship them to her in Connecticut because they'd be half the cost.
Right.
Hello, Bobby.
No, it's okay. I don't mind proving it because people like receipts, right? So, oh, there's the look. 11. That's cigarettes. $11 of cigarettes. Get gas. Get more gas. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna
That's how you
find.
do things. Holy shit! That
Yeah.
girl is fucked. Oh my god!
Oh, hold on.
Hello,
Here it is.
Crimson.
I got it.
Hello, Tree of Life.
Look at that. Shadow
Hello,
for
Bum.
car.
And
See that?
Yep.
See that? Shadow for car. Kimmy, who does that look like? Doesn't that look like the cartoon chick that they make of me? Yeah, it looks like Kimmy, you dumb fucks, not me. Look, Shadow, Tori Marsha, all this money I sent to her from all these people. This is Shadow for car. Okay? Oh, Eric! Isn't that her son's name, Sweet Cheeks?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
But you never sent any money.
Yeah. And the next one, I even closed it out, but I just realized as I was closing out, it was
You'd
something
hate to
that
see how much money I sent her.
you sent me
God
something.
damn it, Robbie.
Was on there just now.
Yeah, it was a couple things that I
Hello, Harper. Hello, Stacy Wood.
didn't get them.
Yeah.
Hello, Pam.
She took some from oh my god, what's her name? I apologize. I'm brain partying right now. Barry and his wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, Joyce and Barry.
Joyce.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. She took bracelets from Joyce. When she left Florida, Joyce gave her bracelets so she could make them and
Hello,
sell
Dreamweaver.
them at Swamp. She made the bracelets, all right, but she sold them and kept the money.
Dreamweaver, we love you, sweetheart. Prayers out to you.
She sold them and kept the
Prayers
money.
up, Dreamweaver.
It wasn't until like a year or
Lisa,
so later.
Dreamweaver's here.
Huh?
Dreamweaver's here.
How are you, hon? I hope you're doing better. And prayers are going out to you, hon. We all love you.
Ed, hello. Hannah, hello. King Paco, hello. You guys, please send out prayers for Dreamweaver.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Hey, Gina Bear. Thank you,
So-
Gina.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
Lisa and I both, and Robbie as well, have all lost our moms. And the way she treated her mother was
Yeah.
It
beyond
disgusted me.
disgusting. You know, listening
I
on
went off on her that one time. She
Yeah.
was yelling, "Why don't you just die? I wish you were dead." And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Oh my God, Kimmy, don't you ever speak
Yeah.
to your mother like that."
I did the same thing. She was screaming at her one time when I was on the phone, and she's like, "I hope you die!" And I go, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Kimmy, what the fuck?" And she's like, "I don't care. I don't care." Blah blah blah. All this stuff. And I'm like, "Kimmy, you know what?" I'm like, "That is not cool, man. That is not
But
right. You don't
according
ever
Oh,
talk."
congratulations, Pam.
According to Kimmy, everyone yells at their mother.
Bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
That's what she said
Man,
in
if
her
I ever
live.
did that to my
and-
mom,
I'm
holy
not
shit.
always
You know, the next thing that came out of her mouth after that nearly made me puke. She
Dude, if I
literally
would have
said,
ever yelled at my mother like that, my dad would have knocked my teeth out and I would have been spitting them on my ass.
"Yep."
Yeah, I would have been kicked. My ass would have been kicked all over the place.
You be getting a whole new.
I
nose
She
job.
never
said the
spoke to my mother like
creepiest shit next, though. She then
What?
turned around after that and said, "We never had a mommy daughter love life, love connection." I said that wrong. Tongue tied there. What? You
Wow.
never had a mommy daughter love life, love connection.
Yeah.
What
she's
the
a-
hell?
Creepy as hell.
My
Yeah.
dad's been gone for 20-some years now.
Yeah.
She's not-
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. You don't talk to your mother like that. You
It's
don't
called
talk to the
respect
woman-
for your parents.
Exactly.
You don't talk to the woman who
That's
is
right.
literally putting a roof over your head and your child for at least 9 years. Okay.
And
Yeah.
paying for all your bills.
all your bills, making sure your
Yep.
kids get to school in the morning because someone's too fucked up to get up in the morning. Yeah, all kinds of shit. By the way, I actually made a wellness call on Kimmy one time. And you know why she got pissed off? Because the cop that showed up to check on her, she had in a car one time.
Lauren, 100%.
You brought that up because
Check on her, tell me.
she said something in her live about that too.
Oh, she did. Okay.
She did. She
So-
did. Hold
Nobody
on here.
called CPS on her.
She said, Lisa sent the cops to my house to do a welfare check because
Yes, I
I
did.
didn't answer the phone for a day, like I'm not allowed to answer
2
the phone.
days. 2
Oh, no.
days.
Look, I spoke to Robbie. Okay, you have to understand something, guys. All right, Kimmy had me on the fucking phone 24/7.
Absolutely.
24/7.
Dreamweaver love you, sweetheart.
Her making a comment about only being on camera just to show things is a crock of shit. She was always had her camera on. It was on a Facebook Messenger, and it was constant.
Always.
Constant. As a matter
Yep.
of fact, if there's one thing that Gabe did get pissed off about, is every time he came in the house, she's always on the fucking computer on the camera.
Yep.
That is one thing he did get pissed off about. Okay. And because it's like, man, she's always fucking here. Can you, like, what's going on? She would not let me get off the damn thing, and she would fall asleep on the camera while I'm there. One time, I actually fell asleep watching TV with her on the camera. Gabe was in the bedroom. He wakes me up, and he goes, "Is Kimmy still on the fucking camera?" And I turn around and I look. I'm like, "Holy shit, she's sleeping on the camera." All night long, we both fell asleep, and she's still there. She was still there. I'm like, this chick is just out of her damn mind, But she was always there, always on the phone. And so what happened was we couldn't get a hold of Kimmy. Kimmy also had to do Robbie's live. Where's Kimmy? Where's Kimmy? So I said to Robbie, I said, look, man, I haven't heard from her in 2 days. I'm like, what do you think I should do? I called her mother's phone. Nothing. The way she talked to her mother, all the shit that's going on, and yes, she did have a 9-year-old kid there. Okay? Did something happen to her mother? Because her mother was in and out of the hospital.
Right.
Rehab. Okay? And it was like, what's going on? Did something happen? We don't know.
And then she said she didn't even know what rehab her mom was.
Yes, she didn't know what rehab her mother was in. It was
Right.
crazy.
I said,
So I talked to Robbie.
how do you not know that?
Yeah, I talked to Robbie, and we discussed it. And I said, should I call and make a wellness check on her? And he said, yeah. So I did. And the cops showed up at her house, and that's the guy. And she was mortified because she had been with the man who showed up at her house asking if she was okay. So, I mean, and when she said she had been with the man, it's not like she dated the man. It was a car situation. Just saying.
Unless you got them.
Yeah. Right? Some people try to talk themselves out of tickets. You never know. But anyway, that's one of the things. But so I stopped basically at the part where Shadow sent her money. So yeah, and I just proved Shadow did, and I did send her.
Pizza.
What?
Pizza just came in.
Tisa. What's up, Tisa? How you doing? So let's see what else. Later, Cleavy claimed I got one from Shadow. Okay, so I said all that stuff already. All right. Again, Kimmy, you're so full of shit.
Strictly hola.
So then she started talking about, since Lisa is claiming I'm an addict, then she starts saying her husband's an addict. Why? Because of these stupid things that's going on right now. I'm sorry,
Right.
My husband is not an addict. Okay, my husband partied in his day, and even during the course of our, if he felt like he wanted to go do whatever, that's his prerogative. My husband is 52 years old. Okay, he knows the situation that he's in, and on probation and stuff. And just because you see something twice in 3 years, and it's not 2 years, it's 3 years, by the way, does not make you an addict. Okay. Now,
Yeah, especially as much as they piss test him.
guys, you have to understand, he had to call every morning at 8:00 every morning for the past fucking year and a half since that happened the first time. He's been on this. He went to classes. He finished his classes. Okay, but that birthday event that his friend took him out to was the weekend before he finished his classes on a Tuesday, right? That Saturday night,
Yeah.
he had gone out, and that's the night that I couldn't go live because I had to go get him a month ago, right? That's the incident that this is all about, okay? And he went in on Monday to tell them, look, I don't know, whatever. I'm sorry. Yes, he's 53. Thank you, Ed. But he went in to tell them, and this is what happened. The next day, he graduated his classes. He was in the class because that's what probation gave him because of what he got caught with that time. And it wasn't he got caught. He went in and told them. They were smoking pot, okay, and there was resin in the pipe. That's how it happened the first time. So he went in and told them this, okay, and because he told them this, they tested him, and sure as shit, there it was. Okay, so fine, whatever. You want to call him poppy seed? Poppy seed is heroin, jackasses. But you want to just so that's where he got the nickname from, right? He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. All right. So that goes on, and that's what they did. They put him in this program. The program is what made him go to these classes. The classes ended the day after this other situation, which was his birthday. Gabe's allowed to drink. Okay, you can't drink in excess. Well, what happened was on his birthday. He was out with his friends. It was his birthday thing. Now, this was a belated birthday thing because it was supposed to go out around his birthday, and then it kept getting delayed. Okay?
Yeah.
He was out with his one friend and his other friends. Okay? His friends' friends. And they were buying him shot after shot after shot. So, yeah, he was shit-faced. It's that simple. But
At least they had to go get him.
I had to go get him, and that's never happened in our entire 20 years. Never happened. So anyway, so this is what's going on. So because this stuff's all coming up, Megan lied and say that there was already a warrant. There wasn't. The warrant showed up this morning, by the way. So yes, Megan, there wasn't a warrant, dumbass. So I'm going to address that. But anyway, and the second we found out there was, Gabe was there. Okay.
Right.
So let's see.
Because Gabe's an adult and takes care of his shit.
Absolutely. His responsibilities. So what else? What else did she say here? She claims she never got money from Shadow. I got that already. All right. Bullshit. My husband's not an addict. So she's trying to say that she's not an addict, but my husband is. Meanwhile, she is definitely an addict. There's no doubt about it. The whole claim about the closet thing. She's saying, how would she have seen it? I never had my camera on. That's where the camera issue comes on. I didn't see it on a camera. She told me the story. I didn't even see it on a camera. She showed me She showed me the closet though.
Let's ask Mr. Wilson if Kimmy ever has her camera on.
Right? Or Harry Dog.
Yeah, Harry could tell you.
Harry could tell you for sure. No matter how much she dogged that guy, he still came back for more. Yeah. Send her money after money after money. That's what she did. She got backstage. Yeah, and she turned her back on Phil because Phil gave that to her. She was trying to convince Phil to do that. Not only this, and I didn't realize this at first, she was doing it with Nightmares because she was modding for Nightmares. Okay? And when she came down here and left and went back, Nightmares didn't want her anymore. Okay? Because it was causing a problem with him and his wife. And then Kimmy started this other shit. Kimmy actually had a sock account and went after one of his mods. Because Kimmy gets jealous of the mods. So she attacked one of his mods. And they all thought it was me that did it. And I was like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, I don't even know who you people are. I'm like,
it's like I've told you before. I don't get this whole thing of attacking mods, attacking people. And all this other. It's freaking social media. It's freaking circus.
Yeah.
That's all.
Tim, it was always Kimmy at the middle of it.
Always. Yep. Always.
And the other thing I don't understand is why do people worry about
Good night, Smoking D.
else mates?
God bless.
Especially people like Germ and Megan and Tug and the people with the high numbers and everything.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
I know.
Your money.
And wait a minute, I just want to say something right out here, right now.
Oh.
Kimmy said Robbie's got secrets and he's using. I challenge anyone to a piss test, anytime, any place, because I have not touched shit
I'm
since I
surprised.
left LA. I have been clean for over 30 years, and I challenge anyone.
That's awesome.
With all the lies she said last night, I swear to you, I'm surprised she didn't say that I
I'm
did
gonna
that.
offend right now.
Uh-oh.
Just
Who you-
That's right. We go.
After working in psych and drug and alcohol for
shit.
40 freaking years and working in the community, I can sit and diagnose almost everybody in all of these goddamn rooms, and they're all fucking nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
All attention seeking bitches.
40 years.
absolutely.
Oh shit.
There you go. You heard it. Right there.
Fucking crazy.
This is why Kim doesn't want to be a mod.
This is why
Yep.
Kim doesn't talk all that much on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pay attention.
I
Yeah.
mean, I try not to judge people,
Mm-hmm.
take them for face value.
Exactly, Bonnie.
And turn around and
You're doing a great job.
act like idiots.
Right. So the whole thing when she was saying that she's not an addict, but Gabe is kind of funny because he's not, she is, and his life, like, he's very private, but he's come on here and told everybody, just like Robbie's told everybody,
It
you know,
was
about.
very quiet when I first met him.
Yeah, Gabe's very private.
No,
He's very
no.
quiet.
Yeah.
And I heard someone brought to my attention about this whole Jeep story thing that Adam put up on YouTube,
Right.
which was a complete lie. When that happened, Adam didn't even live at our place, and Cece's best friend from New York when they were kids is the one who ended up doing that. Adam did not even live at the house when that happened. The house did not roll down the hill. It rolled about 30 feet into Burt Reynolds' little dividing wall between Cece and Burt Reynolds' driveway. And that's what it hit, which was 20, 25 feet. It did no damage to the Jeep. Cece had to fix the wall there. And after that fact, many of you who are also on Get Swamp heard the fact when Cece was on my live
Right.
on the phone.
Yep.
I showed it and you could hear him. And if anybody says that wasn't Cece DeVille, well, obviously you've never heard Cece DeVille speak because you cannot confuse that voice with anyone.
Right.
That's my story so
So,
far.
Robbie, why should any of that
First concert.
matter? What was it, like 40-some years ago?
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's like, why
but that's the thing. That's the thing about it, Kim, is I'm honest about everything I did. When I was high, when I didn't, I never stole. I never did any of that to do my drug habit. I lived with a multi-millionaire. I lived with one of the biggest rock stars in the world at that time. And trust me, we were drug addicts. And I tell everybody that. And that's why I woke up one day after one of my friends who was the personal assistant for Ron from Little Caesar died with a needle in his arm and a load in his pants. I woke up and I went to Vegas and I said, you know, God, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in my life, but obviously it's something. So please help me quit this. And I went to Vegas, checked in Vegas. I was there for over a week. And then I came to LA. I bought a Silver Eagle bus, a tour bus, and I packed all my shit and moved all my shit to my parents' house in Ohio, where I knew I wouldn't have temptations.
Right.
Yep.
And then after a year of living in Ohio, I moved down, not even a year, probably 6 months of living in Ohio, I moved down to Florida. I bought a house in Florida.
Yeah.
in Miami to be exact.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand.
I've
why-
never touched anything. My ex-girlfriend, who I moved down to Florida with,
Murphy
was
County.
a hustler centerfold, and she was doing drugs, and that's why I kicked her out.
Yeah.
He called her a centerfold.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
She was.
All right. Good for you. Kicking
But
her
you
out.
know, so what people need to realize when Kimmy was down here, we didn't know a lot of the stuff that was going on with Kimmy. We didn't know until right before she came that she was actually on methadone. Okay, somebody warned me. I found out, and Robbie already knew. And then I waited for her to tell me, and she actually told me. She had to before she came.
I remember telling you just from our shows, I said she's either doing heroin or she's on methadone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it turns out it's not from her. Okay, I'm going to say this because at the time, this is what I believed. I don't know for a fact, but to my knowledge at that time, it was nothing to do with heroin. It had to do with opiates. Okay. That's what she was looking for. When she couldn't smoke Gabe's pot, she wanted Percocet. Okay, that's what she was looking for. She also did Percocets. Well, that's what she was going in getting with the bags and stuff like that, 3 o'clock in the morning. That and pot. Okay. But we also know she had crack pipes because she's the one who told the story, not me. I didn't see him come flying out of her closet. She told me the story. And she did show me the closet because it's right next to her bed or something like that. I don't even remember but where exactly it was. But you know, and what my problem was is that her kid was always sleeping in her bed with his iPad right next to her. And I'm saying, you better get rid of that stuff, Kimmy. You know? But, you know, her mom's there. Her mother's always, whereas Eric was, if he wasn't with her, his grandmother, he was in the room with her.
Sylvie, that was only a few years ago.
Yeah, and she still sounds like she's doing the same shit. And she's definitely lying to her teeth. I mean, the stories that came out of her mouth last night are fucking unbelievable bullshit. I mean, just
you know what? I wish
we tried to help
I wish
her.
Shadow was alive because Shadow would call her out so fast. And Shadow knew the truth, thank God, before she died. And she knew Kimmy was a liar and everything. And she
felt bad
she
for
was
her son.
Yeah, she felt bad for Eric, and just like we did. And and Shadow even said, you know, probably like 2 weeks before she died, I can't believe I fell for that.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was probably what upset me the most is the things she said about Shadow on her live.
Yeah.
That was disturbing to me, saying that Shadow was her best friend and they were close until the end. Shadow will always be her best friend. She said she absolutely did. She said that
Shadow kept paying for all of her shit.
You know what though? She didn't use Shadow because Shadow actually didn't care. She overlooked everything, and she wanted to help Kimmy.
Yeah.
Shadow didn't care. Like, she may not have felt used, but she was using Shadow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Well,
she turned around and said that we all on Get Swamped in Two Lees talked horrible about Shadow at the end. And all that matters is that she knew the truth and she knows the two people that Shadow loved dearly. And she would give her shirt off her back for Shadow. And it literally made me sick to my stomach.
Obviously, Kimmy, you don't know what happened between me and Shadow in the last 2 weeks, and all the time while you were scamming off her, because Shadow would talk to me all the time. And Peggy, obviously, you don't know either, because when I talked to you, I said, "When's the last time you talked to Shadow?" And you said it's been weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. I spoke to Shadow before she passed away.
Literally, I talked to Shadow 2 days before she passed away.
Yeah.
And Shadow and I used to talk all the time. And Shadow loved
turn off for anybody.
Shadow loved me. I loved Shadow, and Shadow loved my son.
Yeah.
And
I had a chance to meet her as well.
Yes, you guys chance to meet
Yes,
Shadow.
yeah.
Shadow loved
We all-
Gabe.
We all loved Shadow and would have done anything for her. I know.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the number of times I never even got the pleasure of meeting her, but I said it in the chat over and over and over again.
Kimmy.
If I had the money, Shadow, I'd move you to Florida.
Oh yeah.
Kimmy, if Shadow
Said it
didn't
all
want
the
that
time.
though, Shadow didn't need that. And Kimmy, if I'm lying, I'll call Donna and bring her on, and we'll see who's lying.
We've
We'll
had
see.
them live before.
We'll see what Donna will tell you that Shadow found out about you in the end,
Yeah.
and she
I
always
Shadow
knew it.
got to come to my house. You know, she got to come here.
He
She was
very
standing right
pleased
here.
about that, yes.
Yeah. She was hanging out here.
Yeah.
We were in my bedroom. Her and I was actually sitting on my bed talking and stuff.
Yeah.
I love Shadow. Shadow is an amazing person. Amazing person. And for her to even use Shadow in her conversations is a bunch of bullshit. You know, and what she's doing, because if she thinks for 2
So
seconds that
Timmy,
Shadow
keep
would have
that name out of your mouth,
yeah,
because I will bring Donna on.
Yeah.
if she thinks for 2
And
seconds
we'll
Shadow would have
we'll
approved of that
hear the
video,
truth about you.
yeah. Okay, so if she thinks for 2 seconds that Shadow would have approved of that video that she did last night, she's sadly mistaken.
Yep.
If Shadow was here, she probably never would have talked to Kimmy again after that video.
Oh, guarantee it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No. I don't know. Kimmy,
No, that
was Barbara.
was Barbara.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, let me try and just get up here. All right, so she says Lisa knows my story. So I said, yeah, Kimmy's right. I know her story. I know what she's done. We all do. The backstage stuff was quite shocking. You can ask my cousin. The late night rendezvous, Harry, Mr. Wilson, the tit shows, drug drop-offs. I don't make this shit up, people.
Dude, I used to get so disgusted. I would leave backstage. I'm like, good night.
Yeah.
She finally admitted to putting the pouch out the window, but she said it was so people could bring her snacks and so she could have her DoorDash delivery driver tie the rope to her food and she could pull it up through the window.
She's so full of shit.
When did DoorDash start?
I don't know, but there was no DoorDash. She wasn't calling DoorDash.
She didn't have the money for DoorDash.
No, she didn't.
Where's
she had the
Patty?
money.
Patty.
She was drunk.
Patty, when did DoorDash start?
That's so crazy. It was definitely not popular at that time. It became popular way after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like I was saying before, I think Instacart started first.
Yeah.
One of them did. There was something other than DoorDash, and DoorDash kind of bypassed them a little bit. Then they were kind of like equal. I think they're equal now, maybe. It all depends on where you are. Because in California, Instacart was really popular.
Yeah.
Here, I know DoorDash is used a lot. So it just depends.
Yeah, DoorDash started 5 years ago.
Yeah. So this was 4 years ago.
And was it in Connecticut then?
I don't
Was
know.
DoorDash in Connecticut?
I don't know,
Where-
but I know that it was not DoorDash. It was not DoorDash. It was a drug guy. I know why she was saying she had to call her.
I know
guy.
that for a fact. Because she used to
had cover
laugh
it.
about it and joke about it. She gets her drugs like that.
Yeah.
At 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, DoorDash is coming to our house at that time. No fucking way.
Me delivering something.
Yeah. I can't even believe she said that. So if DoorDash, if people sent me snacks.
Yeah. People would bring me snacks, and if I was in too much pain to go down the stairs, I'd lower the pouch down the window.
Or if
out
it-
the
she was in
window.
Connecticut.
No.
Yeah.
The reason for the pouch.
Different kind of snacks.
No. The reason for the pouch and the rope out the window is that nobody woke her mother up.
Right, in
Yep.
California.
She's full of shit. That's exactly why she did it. That's why she told me she did it.
Her ass and her legs weren't hurt too much when she had to climb up that ladder to go into Robbie's trailer over there.
No.
With poor Z behind her.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
God.
Oh,
That
but
was
see, that
that,
that brings up another point she made. She said that she never signed a waiver either when she went to the farm, and
oh
she's
my
lucky
God.
she didn't get hurt.
Bullshit.
Yes, she did.
Bullshit. Yes, she
Yes,
did.
she most certainly did.
100% she signed a waiver.
It shows
I
you how
know.
fucked up she is. Yes, she did. 1,000% she did. I was there. Robbie, do you remember I told Gabe because the way we got there in the truck that we were all like squished in this truck, and you know,
Yeah.
because of my size and Kimmy's size, and Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe was the skinniest one there. I told Gabe, I said, dude, I go, dude, when we pull up to Robbie's, I said, wait for Robbie to come out. I said, when we pull up, just fall out of the car and start breathing heavy. Gabe wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Would not do it. And she was trying to hook up with Sean Goodman, and Sean Goodman's like, man, that woman would crush me.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he never knew what she looked like.
And Liz
She used to
Barnes
always,
didn't like Kimmy because Kimmy was hitting on Sean.
yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
but it was funny because Kimmy would always hit on Sean, and Sean never knew what she looked like.
Right.
And
Yeah.
when she was coming down, Sean's like, I got to meet her. And he goes, dear God, that woman would smother me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty pathetic actually. What she thought, what was going. Because Sweet Cheeks, remember she was going to come travel down with you.
Oh yeah, she wanted us to both come
Kimberly
at the same
Chess.
time, and
Kimberly Chess, did I
yeah,
make
it
you
was-
fill out a form
it was a mess.
when you came?
Yeah, we all did. Sorry, Sweet Cheeks, go ahead.
It was a mess. She wanted us to both come at the same time, and
I'd love to know how she was going to do that.
yeah, I don't know either.
She didn't have
I've got them from Barbara. I've got them from
all of us.
that little weasel of her. Is it even her husband?
Her what did they call her? Stand beside or something like that? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, her stand beside. But yeah, like I didn't need to stay at someone's house. I didn't need someone to finance my trip. I paid for my
No.
plane tickets. I
You
paid
sure
for
did.
my Airbnb. I rented my own car. I paid
Yeah.
every bit of my way when I came.
Yes, you did. You sure did. Let's see. She said that drug driver. Okay. Whoops, hold on. I know. She said
I mean,
that.
what year did it start in Connecticut?
What?
What year did DoorDash start in Connecticut?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, they're looking it up. Oh, okay. So she was talking about how I was losing my car, or some. I'm not sure exactly what point this was, but something about I couldn't pay my bills because Gabe was using money for drugs. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so excuse me, since when does pot cost enough money that I can't pay a car payment? You know what I mean? Like,
See, what the deal was on that one, Lisa, you guys were separated at the time because he had
No.
left you 2 or 3 times, and
2 or 3 times.
you,
Okay.
yeah, yes, and
Never.
the reason that the car got repossessed, because according to her, your car got repossessed because you had the money to pay your car payment, but you then couldn't pay it because Gabe called you and was bugging you all night long for money, and you
Gabe
gave
calling
him
you?
money so he could
Wait a
go
minute.
get
Wait
you
a minute.
fixed.
Wait a minute. They didn't even have a car when they lived here.
Exactly.
Wasn't even here.
I'm like, what is she talking about?
Right. Like, again,
The car
no
wasn't-
common sense. No common sense.
The car never came to the Villages. I gave it back before. I'm literally visualizing it in my house because when the guys came to get it, I wanted to make sure that all my stuff was out of it. So I took, whatever was left that I may have seen out of the trunk, and they took the car and it was gone. Bye.
But according to her, what she said was
Yeah.
this was during the time that you went back to the house after the 3 months away. You went back to the house and Gabe was not there because he had left you and you guys were still separated, which
Oh my
never occurred. And
Now, and here's the
you-
thing.
she
I
said
stopped
you
talking
still had
to-
the car at that point.
Shit. Okay, if I had the car at that point, why did I rent a car when she was here?
That car was
Yeah.
never
If I was
here.
never here.
Exactly.
Okay. Not only that, like I said, I
She
told Kimmy to
couldn't
fuck
keep
off
her
in February.
life
We were at
straight.
the other house in February. We didn't come back here till April 1st. I've never spoken to Kimmy on the phone or otherwise since I told her to fuck off in February. So how
Yep.
would she even claim to know anything about my life from that point forward at all?
Right. But
You know
your
what I'm
car was
saying?
repossessed because you gave Gabe money to go get his drug fix, and then
Oh my
he didn't
God.
pay you back in time, and you couldn't pay your car payment, and that's why it got repossessed.
Absolutely not. 1000%
Oh my
lie.
God.
Here's the other thing too. If my husband ever asked me for money for drugs, it would be an absolute 1000% no. None of my money ever went to drugs. I don't believe in drugs. I'm not going to sit there and knock people that did or even do or dally in them. But none of my money I ever worked for will ever has gone to drugs ever. Okay, so that's a lie. I always said it because every one of my friends, because I worked in the music industry, I was around it a lot. Okay, I use that as an analogy, really, because as we learned with the opioid epidemic, everybody and their mother was getting in trouble with drugs. It doesn't matter what industry
Yep.
you're in. Okay,
Listen,
but
I never had trouble with them. I always got them easily.
yeah. The more popular you are, or let's say the famous, with CC and stuff, or the more money you have, the less you're even spending on drugs because people are just giving it to you.
They
Yeah.
give it to us.
But
Yep.
but I've been around it enough that there's no way in hell. And I did say, I said on my tombstone, it's going to say Lisa Lee died of drugs but never touched them because I was surrounded by people who did them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I would always be helping or trying to help someone get off of it.
Listen.
And that's exactly what we tried to do with Kimmy.
Listen,
We tried
the first
Her
time,
life, her life was that.
The thing is,
the first time I ever met Lisa was at the Limelight, and I don't even remember that because I was so flu bar. But the next time I met her in LA when she was out there, and I was
Yep.
crawling across the backs of the booths at the
Yeah.
Rainbow
Yeah.
and saying, "Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through," and crawling across the backs. And dude, she has never touched drugs. She
No.
worked with musicians. She knew how we were.
Yep.
I can get her to take an aspirin or an allergy.
Lisa was like a big sister to all of us.
Yeah. No, I was everybody's DD. Don't even go there. I mean, there ain't no fucking way. You want to do what you got to. I had people that were doing shit in front of me, right? And I'm going to tell you, it's my friend who's no longer here. Okay. And
Bearded, don't drink and drive. You might hit a bump and spill your drink.
but she would say to me one time I came in, it was after we were out somewhere, bars are closed or whatever, and everybody came back to my house because my house was, the place to be. And I came out of my bedroom and they had lines on the table. And I said, what the fuck is this? And it was a thing, don't do lines on Lisa's table. It was always don't tell Lisa. Don't tell Lisa because mom's going to come out and tell you what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this? Blah, 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 right? So my friend Rhonda she wanted to do a couple of lines and she looked at me and she asked me to turn my head. I said, why do you want me to turn my head? Just because I don't want you to watch me do this. I said, oh no, if you're going to do that in front of me, I'm not turning my head. If you feel that bad about doing it or your conscience is killing you right now, I'm not turning my head. Do it. Go ahead. I'm not turning my head. No fucking way. I'm like, this is bullshit because this is also someone that I was trying to help. Okay, well, it doesn't work sometimes. It doesn't work a lot of times. Okay, most times. And I can tell you right now, she's no longer here. She died at a very young age. Very young age. Broke my heart. She was my little the honky tonk. She used to play a banjo. She was awesome. She sang beautifully. And she was more my redneck woman. You know, what's that song, Redneck Woman? I used to tell her that all the time. She sang Bobby like you would not believe. Okay? So I'm that person. So don't ever try and sit there and lie and say that I would give anybody money for drugs. Okay? Now, did I give Kimmy money and she used it for drugs? Quite possibly. But the money I gave to Kimmy, I gave her money when she bitched about not having cigarettes because it irritated me that, you know, she smokes and she doesn't have any and she had no money, whatever. You know, I know what that's like. So I sent her money for that. She had no gas in the car. She had to take her son to school in the morning. We sent her money for gas. Okay. This is all before she even came down here the first time. No, there was one time. But this is all before she got here. Okay.
You were constantly sending her money for stuff.
Yeah. And then we let her sell stuff so she can make money on my channel, but she was going on after us. This is our channel. We go first, you know. Bitch to somebody else then. Go create your own channel, you know. And that's what she did. We tried helping her in every which way we could that she can make an income for herself. Okay. When she was here, I remember specifically, Gabe. See, this is where she's getting some of the shit that she's saying. Gabe told her about his past life. Okay. Because we're trying to help her. Right. And I remember putting my arm out, pointing at my house, because my house is a nice house, right? I said, Kimmy, look. I said, I've seen what you've seen. I know what you're talking about. Your family, she's got a bad life, whatever. Okay. At least this is what we believed at the time. After everything was said and done, we realized our mother's taking care of her. Her brother's taking care of her. And this woman is just an ungrateful little bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
But at the time when she was here, I pointed around my house. I said, this isn't as far as you think it is from your life. This is not as far. You can do this. Okay. And so that's what we're trying to explain. So this is where some of the shit she's saying comes from because she knows Gabe was a party or whatever, just like she knows Robbie did. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're talking this years ago, right? But before I met Gabe, you know, like I said, Gabe was coming out of that, and I helped him bring him out further to the point where he no longer did it. But if he was going to go out and do something like, you know, recently, even though this was involuntary this time, still, if he wasn't on probation and he went out to a bar and someone said, you know, hey, I got a line, you want to bump it? He's a 52-year-old man. He knows what it's like. You know what I mean? He's not an addict. An addict is someone who lives their days to get money to go for it and do it. Okay, that is not my husband in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Okay, so, you know, don't, and look, even if I'm not knocking addicts, okay? But to sit there and claim you are not one while you're pulling all this crap, lying about this shit, about everything you have.
That's what I know.
You clearly admitted all this shit and had no problem telling us when you were involved in our lives, okay? And then to sit there and say you're not and to accuse other people of doing it, but screw that. No way, okay?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Like I said earlier, Kimmy, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. And any day you want a drug test, any fucking day. Let's do it.
If anybody out there has an issue, I'll glad you always can talk, you know, to me, you know. I'll always try to help somebody out of it. I'm used to that. That's like
I put my shingle away. I got too deeply.
You can get really involved with people when they want and need help. But I'm right there. I'm always the first to listen.
I'll help any drug addict get through anything. I am one person who does not believe in NA. I believe the human brain is strong enough to do it yourself. You just need the push. You just need the reason.
Here,
yeah.
For anybody who's sitting here right now and listening to someone like Megan mock and harass people out of the same breath that she has people that she knows that uses drugs and have drug issues, that's crazy. She's assuming my husband does, and she's attacking him anyway. Okay, but I am not going to listen to some Kimmy trip who is a fucking addict, clear as day, and we all know it. We've all seen it, we've all witnessed it. Attack my husband and me in ways saying that we were separated, we've done all this shit, blah blah blah. She's full of shit. She's completely
Lisa, look at the words that are coming out of that piece of trash's mouth. Okay, you don't need to say anymore. Listen, if she wants to keep going on about this, let's get Don. I'll call Donna, and I'll guarantee she'll come on.
Yeah.
She talked about the days that she was sick and in your bathroom for 2-3 days, and I think it was pretty crazy what she blamed it on.
Yeah, look up heat stroke. I went through a heat stroke. I used to do Castaways Against Cancer kayaking from Key Biscayne to Key West, a 6-day trip. Which the night before we went out and a bunch of the guys were partying. I drank sweet tea all night, and the next morning when we launched in the heat of the day, I had heat stroke. I went unconscious and went in the water in my kayak upside down. I was rescued by one of the other kayakers, and I took 4 bags of IV. And Kim, Chess, 4 bags of IV in 30 minutes went into my body. And when they took me to the hospital, the doctor was like, "You shouldn't have partied last night." I said, "Doc, I didn't drink 1 drop of alcohol. All I drank was sweet teas all night." He goes, "Oh shit, that'll do it. You had enough sugar in you to drain you, and then the heat and everything, and you were just, I couldn't even pee, let alone throw up. I had nothing in, you don't throw up when you're heat stroke."
For over 12 hours. Okay?
So nice try. You're lying again, Kim.
Throwing up, puking in my bathtub. Oh my God. She didn't even clean that shit out. I can't even tell you the hair we found and how to clean out and drain it. The drain.
She said that she had chills, shivers, and just couldn't hold anything down, felt awful. She said the reason that it came back was because she had overdone it, and then she ate food.
No.
So that's what made her sick.
She didn't do shit here. She hung out on a patio smoking pot. She went down to a farm and went through a trailer one day. There was no heat stroke. Nothing.
What's up, brother? That's not a symptom of heat stroke.
Robbie was on the phone with me and he could hear her. He goes, "What's that?" I said, "It's fucking Kimmy." He goes, "What the hell's going on?" And I told him. And then when her son came out,
and then we came over there that day, and she was locked in the bathroom.
Yeah, for 12 hours. And her son came out of the bedroom, and I said, "Eric," I'm like, "Is your mom all right?" He goes, "Yeah, this is okay. She does this all the time."
She does this all the time.
Up in Connecticut all the time then. Yeah, your son was ratting you out left and right, Kimmy. She doesn't leave the house. Whoops.
No, hi, sweetheart.
Say that again, Sweet Cheeks.
Robbie on the phone with her that
You're robotic. Sweet Cheeks, you're robotic.
Oh, she just got kicked out. Okay, she's back. Hold on. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
So she said,
Uh-oh.
You're robotic.
I'm not sure.
Sweet Cheeks.
No, it's not too bad. We can tolerate
Did
it.
you move around or something?
You can get a heat stroke here or there if it's hot, but it's.
hello.
Hey, I hear you.
This is all
Okay.
live. Yeah.
You don't throw up with a heat stroke.
Exactly. But she said that while Robbie was on the phone talking to Lisa that night that she was sick, Robbie was making fun of her and laughing at her, and she heard it in the bathroom over her puking.
I never made fun of her. I said she's fucked up. She's going through withdrawal.
Yep.
That's exactly. So I did not make fun of her. I said she's lying. She's going through withdrawal.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it was 2 different times. And she was concerned when she was coming here
Listen.
that she would have enough.
Listen,
to break
when I quit, I spent over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks in Vegas in a hotel room with the AC off in a fetal position, puking, pissing, shitting. And that is withdrawal.
Heather,
Absolutely.
you can believe whatever you want. That girl has done nothing but lied since the day I met her. You can believe anything. That is not her truth. She's covering her ass, is what it is.
Yep.
Is that what they call it?
Lies, lies, and more lies.
Yep. Dope sick. We're the ones sitting
Heather,
here.
Heather, I will bring in Shadow's sister, who knows the games Kimmy played.
Yeah.
And she saw it before Shadow. She warned Shadow, and Shadow said she didn't care. She was helping because of Eric.
Kimmy was even trying to hook up with Shadow's son.
That's true.
Kimmy was trying to hook up with everybody.
Any guy that would take her away.
Any guy that would look at her boobs and send her money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm glad.
But
Just
there-
ask Mr. Wilson.
Yep. Yep. You know, I just find it hilarious how she tries to switch the whole thing. I'm like, okay, you want attention, Kimmy? We'll give you attention. We're going to tell the fucking truth. You know, because I kept my mouth shut for the longest time until I found out what she did to Phil. She did Monica, Jen W. You know, all this shit and all these people. The Kimberly Williams, and it's funny because the more people she talked to, the more shit she said. And
It's funny because she calls me Slobby Robbie. Get a real life, dude. Get a clue. What are you gonna do? Steal all Jeremy's little
it wasn't Kimberly.
sayings?
Sorry, Kimberly Mills.
Yep. She said,
Yeah.
I never changed. Felisa and Slobby Robbie did, and I will bring up Tori too.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly what she said.
Did you even meet Tori? She never even met Tori.
No.
Nope, I
Never
don't think
met
so.
her. No, she hasn't. She's never met Tori.
No.
Yeah.
No, because Tori wasn't here.
Yeah, Tori wasn't here at the time. She never.
Sylvie, 100%.
What it is
100%.
is
The
me-
scumbag drug addicts. It's scumbag drug addicts that will deny their addiction.
Okay, Robbie and I used to talk every night. Okay, and late night because I was up late nights. I did my show late, and he would always.
Yeah,
go
I'd be
see-
feeding my rodents and feeding the nocturnal animals.
But when we moved over to the Villages and we were staying in a hotel until we found a place, Gabe was working. So I would be up in the morning with Gabe and I would go with Gabe to work, right? And in doing that, I couldn't stay up as late. So Kimmy was up late. So Kimmy started talking to Robbie late at night. So when I moved into this house that I'm still at, by the way, and buying, by the way, so when I moved into this home, I was able to get my hours back. And I was able to talk to Robbie late at night again because I was getting my schedule back, right? This bitch flipped the fuck out.
Oh, she lost it.
It was, if I didn't put her on a 3-way call, she got all bent out of shape. And Robbie at that time convinced me that me and Kimmy should talk because I was one of the main mods on his channel at the time.
And I said right there, she needs help.
Yeah. And so that's the only reason I even talked to Kimmy. And then after talking to Kimmy for a little bit, I remember, and I mentioned this the other night, I remember saying to Robbie, holy shit, I've never heard so much drama. Did you know YouTube has this much drama? Because Kimmy knew everything about everybody. And one of the main things I remember her talking about, she told me about Sweet Cheeks, right? But here's the thing. I ended up at one point being on a 3-way call with Sweet Cheeks and Kimmy, right? And Sweet Cheeks started telling
some of them are like that.
her life, right? I had already known because Kimmy had already told me. I just didn't say anything to Sweet Cheeks. Okay. But Kimmy does that. She made sure she had everybody's phone numbers. She would talk to them all. She even got into shit because she hooked up Robbie with a mailing list for Get Swamped. Okay. And she had a mailing list of everybody who was signed up or
Yeah, she set it up and told everybody I did it. And
Yeah.
I nixed that really quick.
Yeah.
And she was contacting people about crystals on her own, acting as if Robbie had her do it, which is not true. Robbie never had people do any of that. And I said to Robert, "But you need to change that password. You need to get rid of that." And while that was going on, Rosie had an issue, something about people stealing email addresses and all this shit. I said, "See, you need to change
Yep.
this." And he did change it. The password was changed immediately. Kimmy had no more access. And guess what Kimmy did not do? Once she had no more access, she wasn't posting the links for it at all. She
At
stopped
all.
posting.
And I can prove that.
Yeah.
And I can prove she used to pass out during my lives. Go watch my old live where I would call her out.
Yeah. I have it on camera. I have her nodding out, sleeping on camera.
Oh,
Lisa,
she
you've got
would nod
pictures.
out
You've got
constantly on the
pictures of her
phone.
on your patio, passed out with a pipe in her mouth.
Yep. Her and her 3 boobs. Yep. Yep. Yep.
You want to keep bringing up shit? I'll have Lisa post those.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I don't sit there and everybody thinks like I'm sitting here or I'm bashing her or whatever. No, I'm telling you the fucking truth. Okay? Period. I'm telling you the truth. What is this person saying? Isn't probation supposed to be a time where you act your best and most sober? If someone is testing positive for illegal drugs, that screams addiction. Simple. Choose sobriety during probation. Hold on a second. That is not addiction. That doesn't scream addiction. When you're on some kind of program for 3 years, get rid of her. Get rid of this mongoose here. Get rid of her. Get rid of Heather Moore.
Todd, there you go.
Todd, there's your gavel. Use it. I don't know if he does. Who got him? Who got him? Starbucks got him. All right. Yeah, I'm not
Awesome, Jennifer W.
Someone, I don't care if you test positive 5 fucking times in 3 years. You're going to tell me someone uses something, and my husband did it involuntary, by the way. Okay, but somebody uses it 5 times in 3 years. You're going to tell me that person's an addict? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Right.
If you're an addict, you're going to piss dirty every time.
Every time. And my husband had to call in every day.
Right.
And he was pulled in almost once a week. It says on the
Randomly.
paperwork that it was a bi-monthly thing. No. He was pulled in almost once a week, if not every other week. Yeah. And you never know when. It's okay.
No, you call in, you get a color, and if your color's that color, you're going in.
You go in. That's simple. Okay. You can get the next one. There'll be others, Todd. Don't worry, we'll let you know. Trust me, there's definitely going to be others. You know, but yeah, you know, so she wants to go ahead and look, guys. I'm the first person to help someone who does have a problem. Okay, so if my husband had a problem, my husband would be forward and tell you guys he had a problem. That's my husband is very private, but with all the stuff that my husband's come on and
Hey,
told you guys,
hold on a second. I'm going to be right back.
okay.
Okay, Robbie.
You know, he would tell you if he had a problem. And I'm sorry, but someone doing it. And my husband, okay, was at a party. They all smoke pot. And I can tell you right now, we've had people actually come visit us that actually smoke as well. And what happens is when you do that, people try to, like, you know, they test each other's shit, you know, and which is better, especially when you go to a dispensary and there's so many different kinds of things. You're always trying to see which works best for you.
Right.
And Gabe was actually smoking something and he didn't feel right. This is the first time. He didn't feel right. And he said something. He goes, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I forgot I smoked whatever out of." So he went to probation and told them himself. Okay. That was the first time. All right. This last time, okay, he was, as I said, drunk, whatever. They said that he didn't do nothing. And when Gabe left probation, by the way, they didn't tell him he failed or passed. They didn't say nothing. Gabe just left thinking everything was fine. As a matter of fact, he finished his classes and thought he was going to be getting off of probation. So when he asked his probation officer, "How long does it take?" He goes, "Well, we have to hear from the judge." He goes, "We'll see if the judge wants a warrant or not." And he goes, "What do you mean wants a warrant?" That's how Gabe found out that they were going to violate him. Gabe didn't even know that they were going to violate him. Okay, so we've been waiting on this for almost a month. Okay, and this week they found out online. Okay, they think they have this knowledge. The 28th was when it was filed. So at any time from the 28th of July until now, that warrant could have been signed. The warrant was signed and actually put out this morning. Gabe was told about it. Gabe went there. Gabe is in jail right now, and he's facing the consequences from whatever happened, and he's going to deal with it. And hopefully what happens is he gets his hearing, and then he gets to tell the judge the original shit that his original lawyer didn't do, and show the judge that this was never a criminal case to begin with. Oh, Robbie's back. Hold on. Robbie's back. So Gabe will get his say, and that's what I'm glad about, because Gabe will be proven that Gabe wasn't guilty.
Crazy lady, what's up?
He just took a deal to get out of having to go to all this shit. What did he care? He wasn't using. What did he care about being on probation? He didn't care.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. You guys are taking a situation and you're jumping the gun and you're making accusations about it. And this is where they're going to fall into a problem, because it's a lot of defamation. And it's going against me and it's going against my husband. If they're concerned that I'm going to sue them, they should also be worried about my husband suing them. Okay? Because if he's actually doing,
you should be worried about your husband suing her because of the things she said about him.
Oh, Kimmy, let me tell you something. This is a riot.
Listen, Lisa, I had to make a phone call. Kimmy's going to be in for a big surprise.
Well, I got news for you. Kimmy's in for a much bigger surprise than she thinks after yesterday's video. Okay? But yep. I'm not going to. Now, I'm going to tell you all this, okay? The one thing they're trying to say is I've used any money coming to me, or Gabe's used any money coming to me for drugs, okay? Absolutely false. Absolutely 1,000% false. And I have the money that's going towards the legal fees, okay? And guess what? You're all going to see the proof of that. Period. Okay? They're trying to say since Gabe's been paying his restitution, which is what he's supposed to pay, that's where all that money's going. No, Gabe's worked his ass off. He's had big jobs and he's paid off his stuff. And there's other things that have gone on. And Gabe took care of what he's supposed to. Okay. And what's going to happen is when they find out that he wasn't guilty of this to begin with, some of that money is going to end up coming back. Okay. Because Gabe does not work for free. And Gabe did work for this person and the other person. Okay, who was a $300 job that she got all the work done. The woman just didn't pay to have the garbage picked up. And Gabe said, if you pay for the fees, I'll dump it for you. Okay, that's how it worked over in Daytona. Okay, and she did it. And her garbage was picked up anyway. And she, she wasn't a $3,000 job, but for some reason, these courts gave her $3,000. Okay, so trust me. When all is said and done, and Gabe is found innocent of all this, and it goes, I don't even know if it'll go to a civil trial. They'll probably just let it go because he's gotten, money back. But I think what's going to happen is it is going to end up in civil, and they're going to have to pay Gabe back the money he paid. Not all of it. Yep. The only question was the deposit for the last job this guy wanted him to do. That is it. That's the only question. Gabe tried to give him his money back with the deposit. He didn't want it. He wanted all of it. And the reason why was because he needed to prove to where the HOA where he lives that he got reported on that Gabe did not do any work. That's why he was trying to get all the money back. He wanted to get rid of Gabe, the guy that came over and did this stuff, which there was really no reason for that. But Gabe was involved in the stuff that he was trying to do against the HOA, and his neighbor reported it. That's what it was all about. Okay, and Gabe ended up in all this crap. Okay.
Same as up here. You've got to get proof for anything you want to do out
yeah.
in the yard.
Gabe's biggest mistake really isn't going out with his friends on his birthday and getting shipping. His biggest mistake is signing that plea deal.
Yeah.
And only did it because because he said, "Fuck it, I'll eat the money. I don't care. I'll go give him back his money." Then they told him not to. His public defender said not to. Then they came up with this deal. Gabe just signed his name away. He didn't care. They said,
and even though I told him, Gabe, don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I was livid. I'm like, oh my God,
I
what did
know.
you do? He didn't care.
Lisa,
He didn't care.
because you were talking to Rips and I, and
Yep.
Rips was like, "Oh hell no,"
Yeah. He
and
didn't care.
Gabe did it because he
He had
didn't
to
want to drive back and forth to Daytona.
He had to go there so many times, waiting there in court all day long. He lost, he couldn't work that day. It took money to get there and back. He was like, this is crazy. He's like, if this is going to go on, how long is this going to go on for? So he's like, I'll just give him the money back. They told him no, and then they made a deal with him. He's like, fine, whatever. That way he didn't have to come back. The plea deal made it so he didn't have to keep going back to Daytona. He didn't care. Well, he wasn't worried about being on probation. An addict would be worried about being on probation. He did not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is kind of funny.
It is what it is. People, are going to listen to losers, and
Either do rehab or sit in jail.
Exactly. Well, now that's what they're doing because he got busted. So now that they threw him in the sanctions program where he did have to go to classes. So here's a guy going to classes for.
hold on. I just got a text.
And he doesn't have to be there because he doesn't do that. My husband doesn't even drink. But I can tell you what, on his birthday, I'm glad he went out and had a good time and let loose. Because let me tell you something. With all this bullshit that's been going on online, okay, my husband has sat back and kept his mouth shut to a very big extent, okay? And my husband, when it comes to this shit, he's not like that, okay? But he's kept his mouth shut, and they've attacked him privately and accused him of a whole bunch of shit that is absolutely false, okay? And like I said,
Lisa.
So him going out and once for his birthday and having a decent time, or at least what he thought. He had no idea it was going to turn into this, but whatever. Kudos to him, And as much as people think we have friends here. We have people that live in the real life and understand what's going on. Some of the friends that we know, we're like, "Huh, good to you," good for you. It's something.
Lisa, stop a second.
Yeah.
I just got a text that says, "Hey, Robbie, I just wanted to tell you I am no longer friends with Kimmy or Peggy. Don't say anything to anybody, but you're right about Kimmy. But I don't tune into the channels anymore. Tonight, I tuned in probably for the first time in months. I'm not into the drama, but I hope everyone is well." And I'm not going to say who said that, but
I didn't said it.
That's somebody from a while ago.
Yeah.
That's somebody who believed Kimmy.
Yeah.
And tonight, after Kimmy did her live, she saw the truth. She saw the lies in Kimmy.
Yep.
And like I told you, Lisa, enough rope. What are they going to do?
Hang themselves. And she
just
did.
let them have the rope.
Did.
Because you want to run your mouth, Donna's coming on.
Awesome. Donna is welcome here anytime. Anytime.
Donna knows I love her to death.
Donna is one cool lady, man.
She is awesome. And dude, Shadow and Donna, incredible people.
You want to mess with my life, you want to mess with my business, you're not going to be in this channel. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to happen. People think that, like I lie about this or I lie about that, and then you want to sit here and accuse me of shit. You want to try and fuck up something with my business, and then you want to come and hang out in my channel at the same time and act like nothing and no big deal. That's bullshit. That's not happening. Okay, sorry, you're not going to try and screw me and come and hang out in my chat. That's not happening.
Who?
Okay? It's not. I'm not getting into it. They know who they are. What somebody literally tried to accuse me of lying, okay? Because if I didn't do what I said I did, I would have been lying, right? Well, they were proven today that I wasn't lying, but they tried to fuck with my shit anyway. And then when they were proving they weren't lying, that I wasn't lying, they're trying to say that something was not there when in fact I know for a fact it was.
Listen. Lisa and I argue all the time like brother and sister.
Yeah, the first thing I saw tonight when I logged in was that person in my chat, and I went, "Oh hell no!"
Listen, Lisa and I argue all the time about all kinds of stuff.
Or whatever.
But I'll tell you one thing: Lisa doesn't lie.
No.
She has no reason to lie, and that's the truth.
I'm telling you, I have no reason to lie. You know, if let's just say there's something that I want to say, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just not going to say it. You know what I mean? I have no reason to lie.
And the thing
Absolutely.
is, not everything needs to be put out on social.
I know they act like
media.
we.
People do have private lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh wait, I want to check something.
Well, they act like we're
You want to know what
entitled.
time I wipe my ass?
Yeah, with that they're entitled to know everything about our lives. I will talk about the things that I talk about, right? I'm not Jeremy Hells. I'm not claiming we're documenting my life for my channel,
Exactly.
you know, and then lying to everybody because I'm actually talking about everybody else's lives. Okay, I'm sitting here. I'm bringing the truth. We have games. We usually have games. We talk about celebrity stuff here and there, but this main Hales thing has been the main focus on my channel for 2 years. 2 years.
Lisa,
Okay? 2 years too long. You're right. Yes.
I just want you to know, I just looked up Kimmy on my messages.
Yeah.
I have every single message all the way back to September 13th, 2022.
Oh,
So
I have everything from her too.
you are welcome to them.
Thank you. I have all
Yeah,
my
I
messages.
I thought it was hilarious the way Kimmy said, it's not my business to tell, but now that Lisa's telling everyone I'm a drug addict, I'm gonna tell my truth.
That's old.
Truth hurts.
It's all news.
Yep.
This is. I
Old
pulled the
news.
weeds a long time ago. She's a weed I
Right.
pulled a long time
It's
ago.
all been said way back.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. But it's okay for her to go in these minion chats.
2022.
So she's mad.
2022. I have
She's
every
mad.
single text message.
See, what's gone on is I pulled her the weed. I pulled her right out of it, and basically she, stopped going live or whatever. That was her prerogative. She could do whatever the hell she wants. But the thing is I told the truth, okay? And she just disappeared, right? What happened is with this Halesverse thing, she started seeing people were attacking me now because I was going basically debunking Jeremy Hales, right? So she starts going in their chats. I've seen it quite a while, but Kimmy will disappear because she goes on her drunk binges. She disappears here and there and then comes back. All right. Then she says that she lurks. She's bullshitting. She disappears. Okay. So, but when she comes back in these chats, I get the screenshots. I see what she's saying in the chats. I don't have to be in the chat. I get the screenshots. So she said something the other day, and I debunked her ass. All right, Kimmy, you want to become relevant? You think that these people are going to make you relevant? Go ahead. Go ahead, because I will tell the truth again. No problem. So last night she decides to go live. Okay, and what'd she get out of it? What'd she get out of all those lies and bullshit? She kind of played it smart. She got a lot of views, and she got more people to subscribe to her. See, that's where she played it smart. Okay, but let them.
But she said she's not the one who wants to be the rock star or the head of attention. She doesn't want to be teacher's pet.
Lisa,
That's you.
I have all shadows. I have all shadows texted too,
So do I.
and I have all Donna's. I just checked both those.
Yeah. She really isn't like relevant to this community anymore because she hasn't really been in it. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of you guys don't know. But if you did go over to her channel and watch, which by the way,
I'm going to say this.
20 views.
Kimmy, let's show text because I've got all these texts. I've got Kimmy's text. I've got Donna's text. I've got Shadow's text.
Yeah.
All the way back, Shadows all the way back to 21.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've got all of them.
See,
So
Kimmy thinks that
let's
she's
show them,
coming
and I'll
back
show
now.
dates when they were.
She thinks what?
She's coming back now. She said the very last thing she said at the end of her live was, I have released all the pain and anger, and I'm coming back hopefully to make my channel as strong and as good as before.
I'm bringing your pain. Your channel was never strong. It was never good. I'm bringing the pain, bitch.
Not out on her lives. That might
Bitch,
help.
you want to say I'm using drugs? I'm bringing the pain, bitch, because I dare you to fucking go get tested, bitch. I'll get tested any fucking day. Fuck you, cunt.
Oh.
She said the people in Robbie Slobby can all have each other. They deserve each other.
Yeah, we'll see it. Yeah, what? Good people?
She was
Right.
Robbie Slobby, come up with something original, you stupid cunt.
All right.
I'm so pissed right now. I'm fucking spitting fire. Because I am going to bury this bitch.
Okay, I'm telling you that this woman is the biggest bullshit artist. Stop lying. Oh,
It's making me go inside.
she's the biggest bullshit artist that actually, you know what? Birds of a feather. Let her go hang out over there because they're all a bunch of bullshit
Patty,
artists. So she's
thank
definitely
God.
in the right community over there. You know, she's definitely in the right community. I've never heard so much lying crap come out of like she's delusional. What did she say about
I can't breathe right now, Paco. I'm so pissed, Paco. It's not even funny.
I didn't
Because you want to accuse me of shit. Back it up.
Yeah.
Bring the fucking proof.
I talked with the closet thing and her not being on camera, which is hilarious. But I heard about the part about Gabe's truck. What exactly did she say about Gabe's truck? How he got his truck?
Hannah, 100%. You guys see it. Hannah, I've proven it. I donate every fucking 3 weeks. I know I donate blood every 3 weeks. If I'm using or anything, are they going to take my blood?
He's got rare blood type.
So do I.
They're always asking him to come and donate, and he donates. So how is
I have
that?
a rare blood type, and I'm unvaccinated. So they are fucking foaming at the mouth for me to donate.
So, Sweet Cheeks, what was said about how Gabe got his truck?
So she said that during the time Gabe had left you and you guys were separated, he had relapsed on drugs. And that he met some guy at a bar and convinced him to co-sign for Gabe to get a brand new truck. And that's how Gabe
must
got
be a
his
really
truck.
good bullshit artist to get someone to donate their name and their credit to someone they don't fucking know.
You're an idiot, Jimmy. You're an idiot. That's all I'm going to say.
Is that what that's exactly
Bring
what you
it.
said?
Bring it. Step, bitch. Step. You feel froggy? Jump.
Oh my God.
Come on back down to Florida anytime, Kimmy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now you've pissed me off.
Wow.
I know, Hannah. I know, sweetheart.
He got some guy at a bar to donate.
Yep.
Why wouldn't he just ask his wife?
Yeah, I mean that. Well,
Who's
y'all
got a
were
great
separated.
credit
He
score?
had left your
I have a
ass.
great credit score.
Why don't you guys look up her credit score?
My credit score is just under 800. Okay.
Mine's 810.
I don't know. If I wanted to really go get a
Hannah, I
car,
love you.
I could walk into any dealership and get one.
I've already proven I can.
Yeah. So, it's a matter of what's more important because obviously if I go get a car, I'm going to make payments.
Randy, Kathy, I know. I'm just this has gone too far. It's just stupid, and I'm so sick of the stupidity. I'm taking everything out on it. The Jeremy bullshit, everything, because he's a scumbag, and all these people.
We all are.
That's why I wipe them out of my life. That's why I don't even talk about them. But they want to bring me into it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, he's had an issue. Because right now I was just about to say it's because you're on my panel, Robbie. But the thing is, he's had an issue with you since before any of this. The whole hoarder house. You were going to do the deal with the hoarder house with your
this is one of the things that started it was me and Guapo. You know, and it's funny because Guapo and I are best of friends.
Right.
What was I thinking? It's going through the roof right now because I'm sick of the lies and I'm done with it. I'm done with the lies. And if they want to keep going, I'm going to bring lawsuits and it's not going to be pretty.
She also said that you owe her money, that you never paid her for the auctions that she did for you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what?
Jesus Christ.
That Robbie owes Jimmy money? Oh, that's hilarious.
Wait, she's a mod because I pay her? No. How many mods
Robbie, I don't know how much money you owe me, but pay off.
Right? Right? Since when? Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm getting rid of
babysitting her ass.
I'm getting rid of all my mods. That's it. Listen.
Why does Kimmy think she's so special? She was never so special at all.
Are you kidding?
She ran the auctions, so she got paid for that.
She didn't. No.
So
Robbie doesn't owe Kimmy a damn thing.
Right, Patty?
Hey, wait a minute. He didn't pay me.
He didn't pay me.
Mods, dude, show me mods on YouTube that get paid.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. There are mods that do get paid on certain channels and stuff like that. But you're talking about way bigger channels than yours or mine.
Dude, I'll show you way bigger channels where they don't get paid. Yeah, MGK. MGK. I'll tell you, two brothers. One's a wrestler and one's a boxer. The mods don't get paid. Way bigger channels.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know of any mod in all the years since 2017 that I've been on YouTube that I've modded for other channels. I don't know any mod that gets paid. And I don't know of any mod that's ever asked to be paid.
I don't know of any mod that has
a had an agreement to pay her for the auctions, and Robbie still owes her money to this day for it.
That's a lie. And I've got every text message to prove that's a lie.
Is that kind of like you offering to pay Flutter's phone for a year?
He's
2 years.
He was getting paid for modding on other channels.
2 years I paid that bitch's fucking cell phone.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I've never paid any
I did that out of the kindness of my heart.
Yeah.
And this is what I get for that? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I can send, packets out and I can throw extra things in there. I can throw, little trinkets or whatever just to be fun about it. You know what I mean? And someone would still try and fuck with my PayPal.
You know who I pay? Chris and Mimi and Z. Because they are here. They are doing the physical work. They are doing everything. Tori does all my modding.
You paid Sean when Sean was working at the farm. Chris got paid.
And they were working at the fucking farm.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. These aren't mods. These were people that actually work for you. I don't even know. Is Mimi a mod in your channel?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Mimi's not a mod.
Strange Brew, I'd love to hang out with you on your whatnot. I don't know what whatnot is, but I'll do it. I don't know how it works. I don't know.
Shadow up though. using Shadow to make herself sound good. That's what she did when Shadow was alive too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's bring Shadow's sister-in-law into it.
Yeah.
Come on, step,
The
Kimmy.
woman,
Step.
the woman who came down to Florida with Shadow, both, or how many times did Shadow come down here? Twice, three times, right? Both times I met Donna.
Okay, Strange Brew. What do I have to do? Do I have to download a link for that?
You can go to Whatnot if you're on your computer. Are you talking about Whatnot?
Yeah.
You can go to Whatnot on your computer browser or your phone.
Do I have to
browser.
sign up?
But they do. Well, yeah. Yes, you do.
I'm not doing that. Nah. I love you, Strange Brew, but I'm not doing it. I'm not signing up.
I know Robbie and Sweet Cheeks can handle it. And Kim's still here. I gotta go, ladies.
That's your good.
I'm not. Strange Brew, I love you to death, but I'm not signing up for Whatnot.
Yeah, you have to sign up and you have to attach a debit or a credit card to it.
No, I'm not signing up.
I'm addicted. Although I've been good for the past few months.
Oh, God.
I love it. Let me tell you what, I've gotten some great deals there.
Dude, that's too much like Etsy and Temu. I'm not doing it.
Not at all. I like Temu. I just, but I don't buy crystals or nothing like that on there.
Strange Brew, I love you to death, and you know that. But I'm not signing up for stuff where I got to put my credit card and address and everything into it. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but I don't do that. I'm not signing up for Temu. I'm not signing up for Etsy. I'm not signing up for any of those.
I'm on all those.
Now, if I can go on there and help you without being signed on, I will.
Yeah, I don't know about Whatnot. I don't get on there.
You might go in and look around, but if you want to purchase, I know you have to sign up.
I don't purchase shit at any of those. No, I've got my peeps, and my peeps are awesome, and I love them. So that's I'll support anyone who's doing something right.
The house smells like Versace. She's in my perfume.
Well, I mean, according to Kimmy, Lisa's a thief.
I'm
She
a-
didn't
how
come
am I a
right
thief?
out and use that word, but she basically called her a thief.
In what way?
She said if you can't see how she's
I don't even do
raising money
eBay.
and using the funds for something and wanting to keep doing it and not see that it goes into her pocket, and then she claims she used the funds for this and that, well, then that was it. It's on you.
Hold on.
But we've seen.
You've seen the fence. You've seen the party. You know that there's shit laying there for the barn. You've seen that the foreman knows
Absolutely.
a bench. You've seen them trash the area where the bench is supposed to be. It's only, it's common sense. That
Yep. But yeah, she basically said you're raising funds for things and then sticking it in your pocket. She
I've
pretty
never
much
even
called you a
heard of
thief without
How am I
using the word
putting it in
thief.
my pocket? Do you see? Am I walking around with
Patty, what is that?
Or
Right?
where's my car? Where's my car? That I've been wanting since I had one repo.
Bubba.
Where's my car?
What is Ally
Right.
Bubba? What is Ally Bubba?
Alibaba.
What is that?
It's like a wholesale list of everything you can get there. Don't
Yeah.
get crystals in there. I don't trust
Patty,
that.
no thank you.
Alibaba is similar to Temu.
Yeah, Alibaba is similar
Yeah.
to
I think
Temu.
it's like a step down to me.
No thank you.
I think it's a little bit better than Temu. But Temu to me is more like a popular thing. Alibaba was more like warehouse wholesale type stuff, at least at that time. But a lot of people are going to Alibaba these days like they do Temu.
Well, yeah.
No, thank you.
Longer
I'll pass.
Alibaba, from what I hear.
Because they're in China. It comes from China.
So is part of Temu. But
Well, that's true.
Temu also has warehouses.
Yeah, yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a little clue right now. The gossip going around the gem and mineral world is anything that is found in the Middle East, buy it now, because that's going to end.
Yep.
And that would mean a lot of gemstones, like a lot of sapphires, things like that. Like a lot of those.
Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan.
Robbie, did you hear? I don't think you were here. Kimmy said that she saw my invoices, and she knows where I get my stuff from.
Okay.
What Kimmy did see was a warehouse that we went through. And Kimmy, if you fucking knew where I got my shit from, then why on earth are you buying from Temu and trying to sell fake shit?
Because the warehouse won't sell to you?
Buy from Temu.
Yeah, she totally buys from Temu.
Yeah.
Oh, she swore it on her live last night. I don't get stuff off Temu.
She can't afford the same place that I would do.
Exactly.
The shipping
Trust
alone
me.
was $300.
Trust me. I know for a fact she orders from Temu because she orders something called Purpleite.
Yes.
And there is no such thing as Purpleite.
That's like us joking and calling amethyst Pamelite.
Yeah.
Robbie, remember when we tested it and Heather actually ordered something from Temu to see what it was like? We actually saw like the little hearts, right?
That's where I got the fake malachite from.
Yeah, fake malachite.
As Heather tested it and gave me the malachite, and I threw it into my mix. I said, if you get a piece of the fake malachite, let me know. And I took a picture of them, and I said, show me a picture of it. And if it matches, you will get $100 piece of malachite for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my big tumble barrel that weighs over 300 pounds has 3 pieces in it.
Mm-hmm. And don't
trust
get me
me,
wrong, guys. You can order stuff from Temu, Shein, Alibaba. There's other things that you can buy, but if you're going to buy crystals, I do not suggest buying crystals on any one of those.
You guys, let me say this.
There's certain things that, you get great bargains for stuff.
Let me say this.
100%.
If you're going to get real crystals, it's like going there to order 14 karat gold. Are you going to get it?
Right.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say. Order your 14 karat gold from there. No, Patty. Nobody has gotten the 3 fake pieces yet. That has turned them in. I've had plenty of people send me, is this one fake?
Okay.
Nope, sorry.
I know someone had said, and I don't remember who it was. Someone had said in the chat that they got a piece of the fake malachite, but then they put it in a box and they put it away, and now they can't find it.
Someone in the chat, someone sent me a picture of one, and I was like, nope, that one's real. And I didn't even have to go check because I saw right away it was real.
Yeah, if you guys got any heart malachites, those mini heart malachites, check them. In case you didn't know, but check them.
Mine aren't hearts. Mine are little cubes.
Oh, the ones that Heather had that she showed me, the ones that were fake were the malachites.
Yeah, she threw those away.
I know what you're talking about, though, the cube ones.
She gave me the cubes.
They look like dry. You know what I mean? They look dry.
Yeah. Yep. I've got a picture of all three that I put in the tumble.
No, Todd. And by the way, if that's the case, you're going back to Gray. Threatening to take my chair and shit. What the hell's that?
He's
Todd.
always threatening
It's so
to take
funny
your
when
chair.
you see people
You get $150 a week, Todd.
and it turns out they're not. You know, with the instant something might be wrong or miscommunication or whatever it may be, they threaten you. That's not friendly people. I'm sorry, not friendly people.
Yeah. Patty has so many boxes she hasn't even opened yet.
I bet. You know, it's actually quite
Patty's
amazing.
Patty, by the time she receives everything, she will be able to fill her house.
Right.
In
Well,
another
yeah,
another year, in
Don't
another
go-
year, Patty will have to buy a new house just for the crystals.
Don't build boxes or hold on to giveaways when you do. You know, I could sit here and I could say, you know, I mail out once a month, right? Now you have to remember too, I wasn't doing crystals for quite a while, right? So a lot of the giveaways sat here, you know, because I would do the shipments with these giveaways.
That's not Strange Brew. Strange Brew. Malachite does not UV, and neither does Chrysocolla that comes with malachite. So
Your stuff more than once a month.
I know MZ.
Yeah.
I'm talking MZ into getting a second apartment so that just for her crystals.
Yeah.
That's coming out of there.
Marsha
And the giveaways
Listen.
they don't pay shipping for. I do.
has every piece she has.
If you
It's
won
on
a giveaway
display.
and you lived out of the country, you had to pay for it. We no longer do that anymore because people have heart attacks over it and then cry and whine. But the good part about it is you see who these people really are. You know, they can piss and moan about the giveaways, a free gift that they were getting.
Marla, I want to thank you so much for the peppers.
I don't mind paying $7 or $10.
I
for a
used them in the in our dinner last night. I used some. Oh
Oh,
my
right here.
god, delicious!
giveaway. Isn't that cool?
I've been looking
Yes,
for-
Strange Brew, of course.
It really worked. They sound like you're playing an old LP. Not that I know, but that's what I've been told. I'm not opening that. I think I'm going to keep it as a collector's item.
Listen, guys.
I don't know. They didn't open it, but look, you can get these.
Excuse me, I'm yawning.
There's
I
albums
am
in here.
very,
that I want-
very knowledgeable on crystals, on mines, on locales, and everything.
I
I've
don't know
got
how you
lots of friends that own mines that
You do?
are mine specific stuff that we talk basically on a daily to every other day.
Once you start reading comments,
And
does not have it.
Yeah.
Walmart does not have it. Etsy's got it.
See, I don't
It's-
trust
More
Etsy
every
either.
single week.
I don't trust Etsy as far as the crystals go.
Oh, well,
I'll tell you right now, Sweet Cheeks knows all my secrets on who I get stuff from.
Uh-huh.
from those people.
And she's like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, it's somebody that's a big supplier.
So big.
And trust me, these people will not deal with people or give you the deals they give me.
Uh-huh.
It's I'm getting deals that are unbelievable.
You know, it has on there what
The average person doesn't buy the quantity that you buy, though, either, Robbie.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's
They
why
don't
you get the
spend
deal.
$5,000 to $6,000.
They're not going to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
not
need
going to
to
sell
find
one or
out
two
where
pieces
these
to a
things
person here and there.
That's the thing.
Miniverse, MGA's Miniverse, real music vinyl. So there's records in here. But I want to find out what's in them. There's 50 plus to collect. I want to get them all. So this is gonna have to be like a new thing that I do. Because I have all the Funko Pop. Well, no, I don't have all the ones I wanted. But no, I don't. Well, when we rent this out as an Airbnb and move to the other house I'm going to get. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm just like completely shocked. I can't believe the bullshit that's been spewed the past like 48 hours. You know what? Everybody needs content. Somebody thinks they're going to
Strange brew. Hold on a second, Lisa. Strange brew.
We will be.
That is malachite. And is that white line glowing right there?
I need that wish list, Bonnie. What?
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that in the? Does it say it's in there?
I don't know what one's in here. You ain't gonna let me open.
No.
It's calcite in there. It's malachite with azurite and calcite.
No, I'm talking about the Miniverse Real Music vinyl thing I have here.
That is a cool piece. That is actually a rare piece because you got calcite with the malachite.
See, it doesn't have like.
Yes, honey. That is. I just saw the last picture you sent me.
Azurite piece, I love those.
No, she's got malachite with azurite with calcite. Ray, good night. That's a rare piece.
Ray.
And that's, I'll guarantee that's not Africa.
I can't tell it's about
Yeah, you know what, Bonnie? If you can give me that wish list, I'll post it in here.
It might be actually DR.
Guapo has a wish list for the baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need that.
I didn't see it. Did he put out a whole video on it? I just saw a short.
They showed pictures of the gift table.
Really? Well, you could always.
Helen, what do you mean?
Lisa, let me know when Lisa gets her channel back.
Yeah, see, I didn't know it.
Yeah, he's got a wish list.
That's good. I have a baby blanket at home I could make.
I would keep that one.
I love this.
I would
pulled
keep that one.
Oh my God.
How big is that piece, Strange Brew?
Are we on crystals now?
Well, Strange Brew's just asking me about something.
Do-do-do-do.
Helen, I love you. You know that.
I'd love to see them in concert.
They have a Def Leppard one too. Britney Spears, Bob Marley. That's cool.
I love Bob Marley.
I
Plays
know
real
my
music.
bed is calling my name.
It is 109. Guapo's list has a
Oh,
link.
fuck that. I'm up.
Robbie's awake. Let me see if I actually got
Where is
an email here with the link.
oh, she sent me an email.
Helen's a sweetheart.
Oh, somebody wants to collab with me.
Who wants to collab with you? Is it Kimmy? Let her in.
Yeah, right. She wishes.
Oh my God. Because I'll make a phone call and get someone else in here.
All right, hold on. There it is. Okay.
Edie,
Okay.
I love you. Good night, sweetheart.
So I'm going to send you. I'm going to
Good
click
luck,
the link
honey.
in here. All right. So this link here. Okay, did it get the whole thing in? Yeah. This is his post that has the link in it. So it'll show you the post, guys. There you go. Go check out Guapo's channel. It has a wish list for his baby that's coming real soon. Real soon. Go check it out. And
All right, that's pretty small.
sending a gift. Go ahead, a new baby. Yeah, I love new
I
baby.
wish that was a little bit bigger, Sweet Brew. If that was bigger, you'd have some money on your hands. That's a small piece. You're looking at
I don't know. You could turn
30 to 45 wholesale.
Helen, are you leaving? Or is Edie leaving? Edie's leaving. Good night, Edie.
Good night, Edie.
But anyway, guys, Um,
I wish that was a bigger piece.
Sweet
I saw it. I saw it, honey.
Sleep. Thank you for coming on here. You're welcome to come on anytime. That's the first time she's ever been on the panel.
Sweet
Thank
cheeks.
you for having me.
Sweet cheeks, you know I love you.
And thank you
I
for
love
telling me
you.
the truth.
Sweet cheeks is part of our show, and I love her to death. And she does a great job. You guys put your hands together, make some noise for Sweet Cheeks because she
Hold on. Where's
she
my
does
She's doing so.
she does an incredible job. Even when we get little sidetracked, Sweet Cheeks gets up there and she shows pieces, and plus she packs pieces.
Yep, I get to fondle everybody's crystals before they get them.
You know, I've got Z up there taking care of everything with Tori and Patty. I mean, Patty is doing the green screen, and Marsha, Tori, and Z are doing all the sales. And listen, I couldn't do what I do without my team. These people are
There's a
so
lot that we
important,
do in the background to support Robbie, for sure.
and you guys have no clue how much they do. And I've got Sweet Cheeks drooling over every piece that we're about to put up. And I'm like, no, Sweet Cheeks.
He tells me all the time, sit down, Sweet Cheeks. No.
I'm like, just worry about wrapping the last lot. We have the best team in the world. And, you know, I've got what was I thinking? They are incredible. Helen High Water, she has really stepped up and been there. And I'll tell you right now.
Our Hannah girl.
I'll tell you right now that there is no one.
I don't do much anymore because Robbie doesn't pay me as a mod.
Lisa comes in and just has fun and goes, Robbie, can I get that on consignment? Can I get that one on? Can I get that one, please? I want that one for my personal collection. And it's like, Lisa, how many are you going to get?
What are you talking about? I only asked for the Black Rose.
Oh, God. Please.
There's only the Black
Raw
Rose
Dog. Raw Dog is, listen,
now,
I will tell you right now, I am not afraid to tell you, Raw Dog has become my best friend. Raw Dog and I have so much fun together, and because we're so much alike, you know, our past life, dude, our past are so similar but so different. You know, he was a drug addict that had no money. I was a drug addict that had money that had no reason to be a drug addict. And he had no money, but had no reason to be a drug addict. And Raw Dog and I, the things we talk about when we're not live is unbelievable. I love Raw Dog like a second son. And he is, honest to God, a good person. And if he wasn't with me, he would be a bad person. And that's truth. That's truth, because he has told people that he would go the other way. He would have. And you know, Raw Dog
working for you, he would have worked for somebody else.
Raw Dog is not a person that believes in God, but trust me, I'm slowly getting him to change his mind on that. And he sees, because Raw Dog is a scientific person, and he's so much like me, it's scary. And I've learned that with raw dog, all I've got to do is put it scientifically. And then he's like, and him and I will sit there and talk about stuff and debate stuff off screen.
Special. You know how special he is?
He's incredible, honest to God.
Y'all know how special he is? Hold on, I'll show you. Why not? I had to.
Oh my God, that is so hilarious. Because if you guys would know how hairy his legs are, there is not a big razor in the world that can get him that smooth. That boy has hobbit legs, I'm telling you.
But come the 3-day live, we're going to be waxing him if people pay.
Oh no. Waxing everything? Oh my God. Is he going to cut his hair off again?
If people pay, yes.
If we make the money, he will.
Wow.
And it's like, if we make the money, I'll wax my eyebrows, I'll wax my legs. Raw Dog will wax his legs. Z will wax his legs. But we're not going to do it for nothing.
Right.
You know, because
I will even jump in there and join the gang. And
I'll just say this: we're not Kimmy.
To have my legs waxed.
We are not
waxing anything else.
We are not a cheap whore.
Whoa. Guys, did you see that post?
Did I say that out loud?
This morning, when I went back and I looked at all the copyright infringement shit that went on last night too, I heard Megan literally say that my husband's company's name is Thule's Landscaping. And she turned around and also said that she knows it, she's seen it, and the entity exists and it's listed under my name. Did y'all see that?
Wrong. Lies.
Really? Well, this is easy to disprove. She says, we've seen it. Well, if you saw it, why didn't you show it and prove it, Megan? Lying sack of poo.
Lies, yeah.
Yeah,
that was another thing that Kimmy said last night. She said that gay company was called Thule's.
No, it was not.
You're robotic. You're robotic, sweet chicks. What did she say? She's robotic.
She said that Kimmy said that Gabe's company is Thule's Landscaping. No, it's not.
No, it is not.
It absolutely is not. And well, I don't care what it says on the paper for probation. Somebody, when they wrote it down, wrote it wrong. But that's not what it is. And if you think I'm going to tell you what it is, yeah, I don't think so. But
not going to happen.
What did I do? I went onto sunbiz.org and said, all right, let's prove this, because she said it's Thule's Landscaping, right? So I was like, all right, well, let's go back here. Hold please.
Yep.
Where is it? What did I do with it? I posted it. So, all right, here's one. So I went on sunbiz.org, which is a list of Florida corporations incorporated.
Strangely, do not be sorry. Listen, I'm no better than you, sweetheart. Do not be sorry. You can ask me any question you want.
All right. So look at this, guys. You go to sunbiz.org. This is where all the businesses record their shit. I saw that Megan had 2 weeks left. Yeah, it's on a paperwork, but whoever put that in the paperwork is wrong. Okay. So anyway, so here's the corporation in Florida. This is where you go if you're in Florida and you have a business and you want to incorporate your business, or whether it's an incorporation or an LLC. This is where you go and you do it. Jeremy did it. He told a whole big story about how in order for him to rent out his Airbnbs, he had to be a Florida business, and he refused to go and do it. So as soon as I'm watching that video, I go to sunbiz.org and I look, and sure as shit, he's lying to everybody. He did do it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to rent the damn things out. So he did. You can look it up. It's there. His business is on sunbiz.org, right? So I go to sunbiz.org and I look this up, but it says 2 Leads Inc. And it comes in when you search 2 Leads, because all I searched was 2 Leads. Anything with 2 Leads in it is going to pop up, right? There's only 2 things there. It's 2 Leads Inc. and 2 Leads Enterprises. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
All right.
2 Leads Feet active.
Inc. is inactive, right? But I'm going to show you something else here. Hold on. Let me just make sure it goes the right way here. Yeah. Okay. This is the information for 2 Leads Inc. You see my name on that? No.
Nope.
Fine. Okay. So let me go to the next one, because I also looked up. I was just going to leave it at that. And I was like, oh, you know what? Let me look at the other 2 Leads Enterprises thing. This one is active, but do I live in San Antonio, Florida? Is that my name? Look at it. It's Daniel Lee.
Nope.
But no, it's not me. Okay. So, Foxnot, you lying, speculative little wench, where is the proof that you saw this 2 Leads Landscaping that does not exist as a corporation or a business in Sunbiz, or which is for all Florida?
See, this is what's bullshit, Lisa. They can spew all this shit and people believe it.
Look it up. They saw it was registered to my name. Where is it? I'm going to debunk her ass every time she fucking lies about it. But I'll be honest with you. I my personal opinion, because I'm not a doctor, I think she's got some kind of mental issues going on. I think
it's not mental issues, it's psychopathic issues. Because this is somebody.
And if that's the case, I feel bad for her.
Kim, are you there? Kim.
These habitual, compulsive liars over there. It's insane. It's literally
Kim. Is Kim there?
Yes.
Kim.
Yeah.
Is this or is this not narcissistic behavior?
100%.
Yep.
I rest my case.
Yeah.
This is somebody that wishes that they were somebody relevant.
Yeah. Well, she thinks
and you're not.
Her biggest thing is being ignored. Listen, she doesn't want.
Listen. Wait a minute. You were on Fox News. You were on Fox News. You had your foot in there. Yeah. And then obviously somewhere you fucked up because Fox said, fuck you.
Yeah, they didn't bring her back, did they? Nope. Even on one of her profiles.
Tucker did not bring you back. Nor did CNN.
Let me ask you this, Foxnut. Is it okay for you to drink into oblivion because it's legal? Marijuana's legal. Why do you attack my husband for smoking pot?
Yeah.
Why are you drinking on your show? Why are you partying on your show? It's okay for you to get intoxicated because alcohol's legal. Right. Okay.
That's why.
alcohol can kill you quicker than pot does. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think somebody has issues. And, maybe that's why she's so hateful and bitter and biased against women. I mean, she even said something on this thing with Tug about going against women. She's talking about children, and yet she is okay about, a young child having an abortion because she was ARPed. And, I mean, what? What?
You know what, Lisa? I should write a book on a rock star's reason why women lie. Could you imagine that book?
No.
They want to get into rock stars.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear to God, I'm 19. I'm 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much impossible to OD on marijuana. I know. But, she's got so much shit to say. And
listen, guys. I quit drugs. I quit everything. I do not even touch pot. But I've told everybody this. The day I quit working with venomous reptiles and crocodiles, pot will be federally okay, and I will start. I will eat gummies, but not till that day when I quit working with the most deadly animals in the world.
Yeah.
On the planet, let's say.
Absolutely.
Last night she said she used to be an addict. Well, she's definitely still has addictions. Journalist over there. But, if she used to be an addict, then she should be sitting there mocking people. Okay?
She wouldn't. She wouldn't if she was truly an addict. She wouldn't mock anyone because I don't.
Yeah. But her way of being a reporter is not a real journalist. She's got no education in being a journalist whatsoever.
Dude, that's Lisa, what did I say? What did I say? You know what? These people these days.
A political groupie.
Well, these people these days call themselves, you got Shara, you got her, you got plenty of these other people calling themselves journalists.
Shara is even more of a joke than Fox, just saying.
It's even more of a joke. My little brother.
I'm more of a journalist than both of them combined.
You aren't even. My little brother has a 4-year degree from Ohio State. The Ohio State for being a journalist.
Right.
Right.
And he did not go into it because he said, you know what? Too many idiots that have never had a day of college call themselves a journalist.
Yeah.
He said it's become a joke. He said, my wife is a doctor. She's got her doctorates in it. And if I would have gone for he's got his master's in it. If he would have gone for his doctorates, he would it wouldn't make a difference.
Well, I think that when I debunk her, because a lot of times when I debunk her, I'm throwing her own words back at her, and I think the reason why she has such a problem with me is because I threaten her authority and the sense of control for an audience.
100%.
So, and I think that she feels, that
and
I undermine her.
Steven even said, this is hilarious. This woman calls herself a what? And Lisa's tearing her apart.
With truth.
And Steven's like, why even bother?
Yeah. Well, I have a goal now. And my goal is to get justice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's my reason for doing it.
But
And on
it's
that
funny
note, I'm gonna
because
call it a night, and I'm gonna
good
take
night,
my
sweet
tired
dreams.
butt to bed.
All right,
Sweet
Kat.
dreams. Good
Thank you
night.
so much for coming on and telling your
Thank you
truth.
for having me. Absolutely.
Anytime,
Huh.
anytime.
All right. Good night,
Lisa,
everyone. Love y'all.
All right.
good night, honey. Love you.
All right.
But even Steven said, you know, why would I open my mouth about this? I've got a fucking master's in journalism. Why would I open my mouth? Because you
Right.
have these people who have never done a day in college calling themselves journalists.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And
I don't know, but I think she's got some serious issues, and I think maybe, hey, it might help to talk to someone about why she's focused on all this crap, Sometimes therapy can really help, especially with anger and control issues. I really think that she should look into that because she definitely has a problem.
Megan, you should look up the Ohio State and see what accredited college means.
She always says people don't have education, but she's the one without it, And it's funny. She's always the one that's
100%.
she's always stirring up the drama. And here's the thing: she's not. To me, she's not. She's completely insignificant. The only reason why she's in my world right now is because she's infringing on my copyright, and I'm going to sue her. And she can laugh about it all she wants. She can lie about where money's going.
When you win, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Where it went the second she gets papers, and you might be quite surprised how she finds out about it.
Yeah, when you win, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Dude, she challenged me to a debate, right? I win the debate, and then she tried to challenge me again, and I'm like, dude, you don't get to debate me or challenge me again. You challenged me once, I won. Beat your ass. Here, I just debunked you again if that's what you needed. You said that none of my videos or none of the infringement that you did on me was removed from Rumble, and I proved you wrong.
Lisa, it's not only that. It's 8 cases that were dismissed with prejudice.
Yeah. Oh, and McDreamy, the judge over there, until he was no longer McDreamy.
Until he was no longer McDreamy.
Look, with me, I can tell you right now.
Sylvie, I love you. I'm sorry.
She loses the opportunity to control the narrative and create more content with me.
No,
the only way she can create more content with me is by trying to bash me or go after my husband and make up lies.
This is it. What are they? Lisa, stop. What are they? Content. They are content driven.
Absolutely. And she's going to pay the price for that.
And they are stupid people that are content driven. Because who do they have listening? Stupid people that don't understand the law.
Yep. And it's funny because she reads it all the time. But when she does, she reads a sentence at a time. And she does that because she's trying to prove that it's commentary. Here's the thing, dummy. When you do that, and when you're trying to throw your words after every sentence and you're harassing people and defaming them with it, you're not going to win your fair use. You're definitely not going to win fair use against a video.
Lisa, stop.
Why do you keep telling me to stop? You stop.
Let her keep doing it.
Oh, I know. I have. And she's still, now I have more cases against her. So let her, that's what I'm saying. Keep going. Go ahead. Because I'm literally speaking the truth. I'm talking the truth. I'm not saying I am not speaking of something that as fact that is not fact. Okay?
Listen, I'm the first person to tell you I don't understand law. And that's why I call Rips someone that actually understands it, not like Shock It and tries to spin it.
Yeah. Or her. Dude, Shock It. When something happens with Shock It, he sends it over to Jeremy. Okay, that
Dude, he
means
papers it so bad.
Which, by the way, still not served, and I've still heard nothing.
My lawyer's like, let him bring up something up here where I can defend it.
Right.
I just want a chance to rip this asshole apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of stuff he's got to work on. I can tell you that. Many bar complaints, you know. But let him.
He's got my bar complaint, and it's in there and done. My bar complaint is in there and done.
Robbie, the second I have to walk into court in regards to a subpoena, Jeremy's getting a subpoena.
Yeah.
And he is going to have to provide all the financials from every video that he has ever mentioned John, Michelle, or Harley
F8, love ya.
because he profited off of all of it while he's sitting there in her bankruptcy trying to claim she owes him money.
That's
And I'm
all it
pretty
is.
damn sure the judge, the trustee, and the trustees council are really going to want to know about that rather than my little one video.
Hey, who named it Palomop?
Bruce.
Rips was like, whoever named it Palomop is a fucking genius.
It was Bruce. Bruce 100% named it Paloma.
Rips was like, whoever named it Palomop is a genius. This is going to go down in fucking court history.
Yep. Paloma. And he knew it. He knew that.
Now, Bruce was a genius on that.
Yeah, he knew that. Bruce is very smart.
He is very smart. Rips said he's very smart, but
he talked about the bankruptcy and why the bankruptcy was important. And, you know, Jeremy's like, oh, thank you this, thank you that. Actually, you dumbass, the bankruptcy is showing how much of an asshole he really is and shock it. Okay? Papering the bankruptcy court like this, and if it comes out the way it should, Jeremy's still going to lose.
it will.
So, you know, and the thing is, it stayed the other cases, right? And I'll be able to talk more about this once this is kind of settled, because in the end, Bruce would have been 100% correct about this bankruptcy. The only thing is, you got to wait until it's done to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. In the end, everything Bruce said about it is going to be true because it's already coming true. You just don't know it now because you guys don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
It's already laying the grounds for it.
Already laid the ground for it. But what he did say was going to stop those other cases, and it has. It put a stay on it for Michelle.
Yeah.
You know, so and they're trying to ruin Bruce that way, but you know, Bruce.
The thing is, Michelle and Harley and John have lawsuits that are going to be coming down the pike.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Rip said they're set up so beautifully for lawsuits.
Yep. And Jeremy's right. He is going to be in their life forever because he's going to be forever paying them.
Yeah, he's going to be a long time.
Yep.
He's going to be a long time.
Sorry, because his Bad Neighbors series that he started off with, he may have thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Money, 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 money. Well, guess what? He's
and it's funny. It's funny because Jeremy has contacted people that have to do with me.
Uh-huh. And me. And Leslie got fired from her job.
Not even for you and Leslie. From me that nobody knows about.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling me about it. And they're like, shall we go for this?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, dude, he really doesn't have enough money to go for it. Do you want to? And they're debating it.
Yeah.
They're debating it.
Jeremy has a lot more money than anybody thinks he has. I can tell you that right now.
Listen, a lot more money than they think he has is not enough.
Not for all the lawsuits that are going to go against him.
No, yeah.
No.
It's going to end quick.
Yeah.
That money's going to run out quick.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one that files bankruptcy next.
And
And he won't
Guapo
be-
knows that.
And he won't be able to hide his shit.
And Guapo's already been contacted on it as a witness.
What I can't wait to see is Megan try hiding her assets.
There's stuff going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about. You know, Guapo knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's stuff going on behind the scenes that is going to hurt. It's going to hurt big time.
Good night, Granny Kathy.
It's going to be like a kick in the balls times 100.
Well, you know what? Let him keep talking. Let him do whatever he's got to do.
Let him do it.
The more he keeps doing things, the more any of them keep doing, the more liable they become. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to debunk your ass and I'm going to prove to the world that, you know,
They're like, Robbie, quit fighting him. Shut up. And that's why I'm not fighting Jeremy. I don't care. Keep spewing your shit, dude.
Keep stirring up the drama over there. Go ahead.
Kimmy, step up and do it.
Yeah. Kimmy has not a pot to piss in, and she could lose everything for her whole family. Does she realize that?
Keep doing it. Keep doing it, baby.
Yeah. You know, it's insane what they're really doing, but, you know, it is what it is.
Doing it.
You know, they
Just
did
this
this stuff
comment.
to us for over Michelle 4 years, me for like, I mean, I started talking about this like 2 years ago.
Holy shit.
And so we're going, like a year and a half, right? They've been doing it to me. Okay. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, Lisa's this, Lisa's that. Oh, but you weren't saying that shit when Jeremy was doing it. So now that Lisa's going to see, it's not countersuit. It would have been a countersuit if Fed 2 didn't get dismissed. We were all countersuing Jeremy. But because Fed 2 got dismissed for 8 people, now we have to sue him individually or together, but not in that case, a totally different case. Okay. So now that we're talking, or some of us are talking
God,
about
it's going to be beautiful.
file things, now we're the bad guys because now we're going to file against him. So when someone goes and tries to ruin, or didn't try, but actually did, I mean, I'm still sitting here. So to me, I'm not ruined, but they try to ruin my reputation on a daily basis. They try to take someone who's
Dude, have you looked at the skies tonight?
you know.
Have you looked at the skies?
Hey, if it's going to continue on, let it continue on. A judge can tell him to stop, and if he still does it, he could end up in jail. Just for that alone, if he disobeys a court order. Okay? So, and trust me, after all these cases, I'm pretty sure the judge is going to tell him he's going to have to remove all his shit. I'm pretty sure. Because that's what this shit's all about. Okay?
I don't give a fuck. Leave his shit up there. Leave his shit up there because I'm going to love that.
Well, he's going to have to remove the shit about me, which means he's going to have to go back to every fucking video he's ever said the word Fleesa. And that goes for every one of them.
No, leave it up there because every time he says slobby Robbie, or what else did he say about me?
Oh, you dodgy Robbie.
Dodgy Robbie. Leave it up there, please. Please.
He ain't got my permission to do any of that shit.
He doesn't have my permission to do it, but leave it up there. You do not have my permission to leave it up there, but leave it up there.
Yeah, they've been trying to debunk the handwriting expert, and we kind of fixed that. Gabe took over that whole thing.
You have the best. You have the best high. You have the best guy in the country. Debunk it, dumbass.
Yeah. So what they do is this guy has done over 6,000 cases, and they find like the 10 that he either wasn't allowed to, they removed him from a case, because that's what they do when you're in a court and you have an expert witness, the handwriting expert. Okay. But what happens is when you're in a court and you have a handwriting, what happens is the other party tries to get you out of court. They try to give all these reasons for you not to be a witness and how you're not an expert and blah, blah, blah. So out of 6,000 cases, they're bringing up like the 10 that he was removed from for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And I'm laughing about it. I'm like, 6,000 cases. Look who this guy's worked for. If you think a student of his is going to beat him in a handwriting debate, I don't think so. I don't think so. He may have to go get another handwriting expert. One that, isn't familiar.
You know what, Ed? You know what, Ed? Even if they don't give him 10 years, give him 10 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him 10 months.
I don't care if he serves a day in jail, a year in jail, 5 years in jail, 10. I don't care. Hold him accountable and put the law down that he did. He's not going to get away with it.
Give him 10 months and let's see how he survives in federal prison.
Oh my God, with all the stuff that he did and said in regards
Give
to
him 10 months.
Children, gay bashing, all that stuff. Yeah, he's in trouble if he goes there. But, hey, we don't know. We don't know if he's going to
know it wasn't. I was in a camp and it wasn't easy for me.
We don't know. We have no idea what the outcome is going to be because every judge is different. Now every judge is supposed to go by the law. Okay. But people get off with things on technicalities. They get off with, bullshitting, with paperwork, things like that. We have no idea what the judge is going to do. And honestly, when it
that's up to the judge.
Yeah. When it came to Fed 2, if we go by the law, Jeremy's going to lose. I said it all along, and I pointed out the law as much as I could in my motion, or shall I say motions to dismiss, because I did 2, because I messed up on answering the first complaint rather than the amended one. But proving what Shaka did, how shady he was, the judge even picked it up before I had to explain it.
Jeremy, you want to say I'm a scumbag? Go to Fed and let's see who's a scumbag.
No, that's not. It's just the water thing. Judge Ballisto was paying attention where we really thought he wasn't, and he was the whole time. He gave. Look, Shaka had in Fed 1 and Fed 2. Shaka had every opportunity. Was given more of a chance to prove his case than I think most judges would have allowed. Honestly,
100%.
Even after Hinkle put that order in, accepted the order, he still gave him an opportunity to do a third amended complaint.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, judges in New York that are federal judges were saying, "Are you kidding me?"
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
And I can't say what judges or who they are because it's judges that saw it in New York and they said, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. Yeah. They had plenty of time to prove their case. So therefore, defamation, the Lanham Act, PDUPA, tortious interference, conspiracy, out the window. He cannot sue any one of us for any of that ever again. He can try, but it's going to get thrown out.
It'll be thrown out right away.
Even in the subpoena, he's asking for any kind of correspondence that I have with John Michelle or anybody involved with them from April 1st, right, of 2026. I was still in Fed 2. Fed 2 was not dismissed from April 1st. So that's going beyond the boundaries. I was dismissed from that. He cannot ask for that shit. He cannot ask for it. I was dismissed from him getting any of that information from that date. He's an idiot.
Hey, Jeremy, let it lie.
He's an absolute idiot.
Let it lie.
He can sell ice to Eskimos. Hey, you know what? I think I saw that he was doing. He went to Kelly's Island. Someone said there was a short or something. So they're looking for Petoskey stones. Do you think he found that $3 million Petoskey stone? I bet you he did.
Illegal. Illegal.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Dude, let it lie.
Things. He can't leave.
You're a dumbass.
It's crazy. Well, guys, it is almost 2:00. And
Now it is my bedtime.
Yeah. I am going to say goodnight. Kim's still here hanging out. And I want to thank everybody who has sent me all the emails. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the thoughts and all the prayers. I want to thank Kim for being here. Lots of my friends came to make sure that everything was cool and giddy because, you know, they are my friends. And they're amazing people. And I just want to thank all of you who have shouted out. And said,
Lisa, I just want to stop and say, listen, I love you because you're doing what's right.
Don't make me cry, Robbie.
You're doing what's right, honey. And that's all there is to it.
Yep. Trying.
End of story. End of story.
I'm trying.
You're doing it. You're not trying. You're doing it.
Well, you know, we can all, like I said, if they go by the law, it'll, you know, they'll be held accountable. But we don't know. If they don't go by the law, we can appeal it. And in an appellate court, they look at the law. So they need to go by the law. So we'll just say. And as we've shown, out of 35 appeals that Shockett has put out on the record over how many years has he been a supposed, like, you know, legal trial attorney or whatever he calls himself? Who knows? He dabbles in all kinds of different phases. But to me, he takes any case he can get. But he lost 31 appeals out of 35 appeals. 31 out of 35 he lost. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what he's doing? He's raking Jeremy for money. That's a greedy guy. Paper in courts. 21 years, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Listen, it'll all come to a head.
Yeah. Anyway,
And all these people supporting Flutter, supporting Kim, supporting, I'm not even going to say her name.
Thank you so much. Guys. Thank you.
Get a life.
Yeah. And just for the record, my husband's doing the right thing as well. And, you know, he's okay. He's giddy. And he'll be back soon. So, and then we get to, you know, I don't know, maybe watch that court, because that would be real, huh? Wouldn't that be great to watch what's going on and watch him get vindicated? Because some of y'all seen that arraignment video. It's no criminal charge. You didn't steal nothing from nobody. And that's what grand theft is. And he stole nothing. So, anyhow. Let's see. Who will ditch first? Shockett ditch Germ or Germ ditch Shockett? I think Germ's going to ditch Shockett.
Yeah. 100%.
I will. I will. So, let's see. Yeah, I think Germ's going to ditch Shockett because he's going to need an excuse as to why he's losing all his cases. And he's going to blame Shockett. So, you know, we'll see. Someone did pay $3 million for a huge pink Petoskey stone found in St. Clair, Michigan. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, guys. You guys rock. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. All right. So Robbie goes live tomorrow we are still on Thursday night, right? Yes, we are. Okay. So Robbie goes live tomorrow at 8. I will be back on Saturday, 9 or 10 o'clock, one of the two, 9 or 10 p.m. Maybe I'll have some good news. If I have some great news tomorrow afternoon, maybe I'll just hop on. Don't know if I will, but we'll see.
Sell some stuff.
No, Robbie sells stuff tomorrow, so I won't. Yeah. So.
I love this. I just got an email. Read this tomorrow when you're not drunk. Excuse me, not drunk. Living life, loving life.
I will still be.
Laugh out loud.
I think, and it's amazing on days like this when you think someone is actually friendly with you, how they'll turn around and stab you right in the back. So when you're going on with when some kind of event's happening in your life, because guys, Gabe not being here right now, if you think it doesn't affect me, it 1000% does. That's why my friends came and made sure I'm goody. Like Kim's sitting here right now, I'm definitely going through it. It's all good. I don't like to be away from my husband for any means whatsoever. And, it is what it is. But, when
however, I will go drink now.
And then try to hurt you. And that's messed up in my book. And you'd be quite surprised as to who it is. But I'm going to leave it be as far as that goes. But if you're going to screw me like that, then that means you'll screw somebody else like that, And it's funny because someone could sit there and say they're sorry, and then all of a sudden, boom, no, they're not. And, wow. Never drunk. I don't think I was ever drunk in my life. I drank beer when I was 16.
I've been drunk plenty of times. They put laugh out loud. You're slurring, buddy.
Anyway, guys, have a great night. I hope you guys have a great start to your weekend. Definitely check out Robbie tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll be back on Saturday, if not before, because me, I can pop on at any time. But have a great day. Ignore the bullshit, but keep your eyes and ears open, guys. Keep your eyes and ears open. Any questions, definitely ask me. I'm going to answer you. I hope a lot of you guys got your packages today. There was one big-ass box, the biggest box I had here, that was sent out. And so they should be happy if they're listening. That should be it. So I hope you guys are having fun with that stuff. And, we'll see. You sound tired, not drunk. He's definitely tired for sure.
I am tired.
God has a plan. You might not see it yet, and it will come together soon. I hope so.
I am tired, and I will go drink now and go to bed.
Yes, he did. I caught some of it, not all of it. Awesome. What was I thinking?
I'm so tired. I'm overtired.
The little stress things. Did anybody notice that got packages? I sent those little stress things. What the hell they call them? Fidget things?
Yeah.
I thought that was perfect. Bonus, pull up and peeped.
listen, guys that know me, I love you.
That was special, by the way, because I only had one of those left. What was I thinking? So it was special. And Gabe signed yours. That was Gabe. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, the boxes and the packages went out, so some of you will be getting them. Because based on what I've seen so far, people have received them yesterday, today, so now they're starting to show up wherever you are. I was actually threatened about a package, but I'm not going to get into that. you know. But it was quite interesting, definitely quite interesting. But anyway, I hope you all have a great night. And again, prayers out to all you guys. Send prayers out to Dreamweaver. And also, since she was mentioned a lot tonight, I want to send thoughts out up to the heavens above to our fabulous Shadow, who we miss very much. Very much.
I love her.
Beautiful woman. And yeah, we miss her very much. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you, Crazy Lady. I'm going to say goodnight. So, Robbie, say goodnight.
Good night.
Kim,
I love
good night.
y'all.
Good night.
God bless. Prayers. And ta-ta for now. Ooh.
Toodaloo.